Chicken nugget dreamland, whoa. It's a chicken nugget fantasy. Chicken nugget dreamland, whoa. If you're into nuggets, it's where you wanna be. Chicken nugget dreamland, whoa. Infinite flavors of infinite sauce. Chicken nugget dreamland, whoa. You can get a million piece box. A chicken nugget has magical power. Put it into your pocket and eat it whenever you want. So delicious and conveniently shaped, full of nutrition. A rainbow in nugget form. Chicken nugget technology shows us the future of dining. They've got no sharp edges and no utensils are Don't stop loving on the nuggets, nuggets. So good that you wanna hug it, hug it. Don't stop loving on the nuggets, nuggets. And living the dream. Don't stop loving on the nuggets, nuggets. So good that you wanna hug it, hug it. Don't stop loving on the nuggets, nuggets. And living the dream. Chicken nugget dreamland, whoa. Chicken nugget dreamland, whoa. You can get a million piece box.
I think I just have one question. When did chicken nuggets become nutritious? Why are they like, oh, they're so healthy and nutritious? Oh my god, it is catching up. Hello, everybody. Good morning. How are you? Happy Wednesday. And welcome to... I'm going to be honest, I've covered a lot of crazy shit before, right? I've done a lot of this in my day, but I got to tell you, chat, this might actually be one of the craziest stories I think I've ever covered. This might potentially be crazier, dare I say, chat. Yep. But with great power comes... This is you at home, chat. This is you at home, chat. This story might be crazier than Amaryllis Blue, chat. It's up there. It's up there with just like, what the fuck is going on? Wackiness. Okay. Pop off, sure. Yeah, pop off. I mean, that's cool. No. Why would you toss me, chat? Let's go! Nice job, Chad. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of all of you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Holy fucking shit. Subathon day 330. I'm trying to talk, chat. Excuse him, what? Excuse him, what, chat? Oh my god. It's party time! Good morning, guys. We have a crazy story to talk about, including the fact that Spectre got fired. That is so sad, chat. Can we get 5 gifted subs? Womp womp. Womp womp. I've covered a lot of news, chat. However, today's story is probably going to be one of the craziest stories we've covered in a while. I'm going to be honest. I mean, I've dived into the Amaryllis Blue. You know, everybody is Amaryllis Blue, right, chat? But this story right here with Cha Cha Chilla might take the cake for 2025. and I covered 1,000 pages of Cinder's document. This might actually be peak not okayness. Really insane. I cannot believe the story started as a thing where somebody was trying to virtue signal, do a call out. It backfired absolutely horribly, and then they faked their hospitalization, and then on top of that, even add to it on top of that, somebody else outed their prior PO, which I even recognize as a horrible, horrible person. But we're going to talk about all this today. Absolutely insane stuff. And it's somebody that we talked about earlier this year, right? This person was allegedly sexually assaulted. We looked at their Google Doc. We looked at the response. We talked about this person earlier this year. But what has happened, or their actions, I'm sorry, are outrageous, Chad. So we're going to dive into it today. I hope that you brought your seatbelt because you're going to want to buckle up for this one, chat. Buckle your seatbelts. I mean, it is absolutely one of the most wild ones we've seen in quite a long time. We're also going to be talking about, of course, the Streamer Awards. Yeah, Crow, we talked about them before. However, now knowing their past life, I do remember some things going around them. Now, I was not covering news at the time, but I do remember very briefly some of this stuff, right? And I've been kind of digging up some old stuff if I could. My old messages were gone, so they weren't there, but I do have some things that I want to share with all of you, at least from my experience and my viewpoint. Kind of give you a little bit of allegations against them. So I'm gonna pull out. I'm gonna pull out all the stuff, guys. I'm dusting off, the old book in the library, because I got some ancient text to read for you guys today. So we will talk about that. Drama in my VTuber space. No way. I know, right, Mark? Kitty, and that nuts. Isn't that crazy? Game Awards has spoilers. The horse game was best mobile game. What a shocker. Wait, no. Streamer Awards, not Game Awards. Yeah, Streamer Awards. Different awards, but close enough. We're also going to talk about, we'll be talking about the Streamer Awards. We'll also be talking about how I've been called out by a VTuber, chat. That is right. I personally have some weight to share with you today about a situation that I've been dragged into that I got to discuss with all of you. So, I'm not getting canceled this time, but, I'm certainly getting, I'm getting called into something, and I'm like, what? Why? Like, what? I'm getting called out, so I guess we're going to take a look at it and read into it. Absolutely insane, right? Absolutely insane. He called out. I can't believe this. Got dragging something more like dragging these nuts. Got him. Even bigger, guys.
Why?
I confused call out, yep.
Why?
Well, I'll share with you. Tell me what you think about it. I am a kitchen streets. I'm like, nobody wouldn't even care. People talk shit all the time, but when it's from a larger creator, nah, bro, we gotta talk about that. I'm not just gonna take that. I'm liking the clapback people are bringing up all the that's some funniest moments. Yeah, everybody's really talking very nicely about it, which is great to hear. I think I missed some stuff. So, Kuro, thank you for 24 months. And Leo, thank you for 24 months. Appreciate both of y'all. Y'all get one Bully McGuire. Congratulations. Put doo-doo heads like a lark. Yeah, probably. Something like that. I'll let you guys be the judge of it today. But we are going to talk about that. And we are going to talk about, of course, the Game Awards, that situation. Also, some stuff going around with Twitch. Twitch dropping the ball is not a surprise at this point. We'll talk about Twitch. We'll talk about Mousy having some good stuff. We'll talk about Made Minto. Made Minto announcing her lost idol group, which is great. Yeah, that's something to dance for. Also, we have plenty of corpo news to talk about. And I do also want to discuss some big YouTube issues going down. Are we even surprised about that either? Like, YouTube dropping the ball? Wow, must be a day that ends in Y, right, chat? But first off, how are all of you? Okay, so guys, last night, I streamed my run of Bale. I got him to, like, his last bit of HP. I had one full heal left, and he was rotted. And my PC crashed again. I tried to port it to my first PC, but I can't just port it. So, you're gonna just have to trust that I could have beaten Bale. I figured it out. I had it, but sadly, my PC just, my second PC was not dealing with Bale. So, I know. So trust, I did beat him. There were people there that can confirm, but sadly, yeah, my PC died right before I could claim the victory. So, it was big sad. Don't sure me. I had that W. Big trust. Big trust. Now, you know what's actually fucking diabolical? Okay, if you play Code Vein, type 3 in chat. Who's my Code Vein players? Now, as you know, I've never played Code Vein before. It's my first run through the game. Never played it, you know, getting used to it. I'm getting ready for the next Code Vein, which is why I'm playing the first one, right? Well, let me tell you guys, for everybody that type 3, I have a question for you. What the fuck is this duo boss battle? The fucking fire and ice guy? What the hell is this boss battle? I've literally cruised through the entire game.
Did I miss
First try
anything?
shit, and what the fuck is this? I'm like, what is this boss battle, dude? You didn't miss anything, Darth. Bro, no, it's not called art. It's called bullshit. I don't like this boss, dude. It's so fucking stupid. Yeah, it's like a duo boss fight. One's fire, one's ice. And like, every time you try to hit anything, the other one always covers the other one. Like, it's... I don't know. I gotta try and beat it later, but I swear to God, Chad, I've never done a duo boss fight and been like, this is actual bullshit. What do you mean you can do better with one eye?
Better with one eye.
Nah. I mean, I get it. I'm just really like... Whatever, bro. Sure, I bet you was easy to win without crowd control. To be fair, Bad Dragon, lots of people are not using crowd control on that boss, so I feel like I was fair there, but you didn't get any first try. Well, like, no, I did like 10 tries and I still fucking died. Yeah, the ice lady is pretty hot. He didn't have it. I was looking at it more. Ask around. There's a good chance that it's crowd control that was causing a crash. Gotcha. I mean, I did turn it off, but I know sometimes it's corrupted my save files, so I can believe that. Oh, this is absolutely a special report. There's so much shit to discuss today, so... Yeah, no, it's actually stupid hard for no reason. Like, don't even skill issue me. It's just stupid. It's not even like a fun battle. It's not even like well balanced. It's just like, yeah, so you died. That's it. If you want to swing at anything, you died. It's just all around really fucking dumb. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna get good. I went through the whole game without upgrading anything, and all of a sudden I need to upgrade everything. So, the CC saves are separate from normal saves. Yeah, the CC save can be screwed. Yeah, exactly. That was my thoughts too. But we need a crowd control. Let's run it. And Zerg, what the fuck is Zerg? It's from Soft. Well, like I love from Soft. Like, yeah, I know they have a lot of bosses that are not very optimized, but you know, I'm a believer. I'm a believer. I just wanted to say the fact that you never gave up fighting against Renan. And finally, 60 is one of the best moments I remember on yesterday's stream. I know, it was so badass. I knew we could do it. We just gotta bring it together, you know. There's a lot of particulars when you do runs like that. You really just have to nail down the strategy, but it's all strategy. It's all good planning. I really hope it's not them again trying to call you out. Who, Kuro? If it's a group, it's not a group. It's some random dude. Yeah, it's some random dude. It's not the group. If you think it's a group, I have not heard from them at all. Ever since I made my retort video, I will say it's ever since I've made my retort video, and I was like, you know, they promised to keep my name out of their mouth. They have not said anything, so I will give them that. As far as I know, it's not like I'm actually going to like looking or anything, but I haven't seen anything slide across my desk, so I'm gonna assume they kept their word, you know. What's up, Pachi? How are you? Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, I'm gonna assume, you know, I mean, who knows? So I don't even have time to look, you know. So thanks, Big Lord. I appreciate it. Yeah, definitely gonna be a wild news day for sure. I hope you guys can keep up with me on this news today because, my God, guys, it's a lot to cover. It's a very it's almost like a novel. You open up the novel and the story is weaved back and forth and back and forth. But in this particular one, I'm just like, what the hell? We'll talk about it, Lacey. Again, I want to remind all of you, really important today, guys. Really, really important. Do not harass anybody.
Before we dive into today's story, this is a public PSA. Do not harass anyone. Do not be mean. We are here to discuss today's story in a very positive and informational way.
Exactly, chat. So don't be harassing anybody. Don't be bothering anybody. We're gonna talk about it.
Who
That's
the
it, you know.
ones obsessed with you? I don't keep up with them either.
There was a particular group that was, but I made a video earlier this year that dispelled a lot of their misinformation, and so ever since then, I haven't heard anything. So I think that's pretty much just where we'll leave it, and I assume that's probably where it's gonna stay. You know, glad you're covering this stuff. I had the pleasure of interacting with there. Okay, so Liz, hi Liz, how are you, kitty? You know, I was thinking about you the other day because I was literally thinking about you, Liz, because I was like, I saw something of Evans, and I was like, oh my god, how is Liz doing? I miss her. We never had our follow-up show inside of the closet. That was like 3 years ago. No big deal. But yeah, Liz, I did have prior interactions with her PL, so the PA system blurb feels like it's gonna tell me where the gift shop is. Yeah, I can tell you where the gift shop is. Sure, here you go.
Up ahead and down to the right, if you look over to your left, you will see the Disney shopping store, full of some of your favorites like Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, and Goofy. Make sure to stop by the gift shop later today to use your Disney dollars and your Disney gift cards.
Was that good? Can I work for Disney? Yo, thank you for giving us something. Yo, me appreciate you. It's me. I'm obsessed with Lara. Well, just her boobs early. Well, welcome to the club. You're a real chat member, aren't you? I can't harass ad-free because we love her. She's great. You know, I'm in the ad-free stream, but they seem really, really cool. So I'm really sorry they got bothered by everything as well, you know? That was
Beats
really
for
shitty.
your troubles. Let's all
Yo,
take
thank you for the bits.
care.
Thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. We are back up to 7.5 hours, so I gotta say, chat, I'm very proud of you. Very proud of all of y'all for keeping it going somehow, dude.
I only harass Elara Kuzbooba, but it's okay. She makes fun of mine.
But Darth, you're like
good.
you're like the old man. You're like the old man that used to walk around. I think he passed away. There was this old man that when I would run bear, he would like oogle and ogle me like. Jesus Christ! Don't harass people because of their boobas and their butts and their body. Just you can look but no touching. Don't oogle and ogle either. Although I wanted a 26 centimeter sadness plushie for my IRL friend. By being a popular Pixar character, it's next to impossible to find a plushie with her. Sadness? I have the whole crew in plushies actually. I love Inside Out. Literally IRL, Herbert the Pervert. You know, chat, I know we're going to talk about this situation today, but I want to remind you all that I want you to be very careful sometimes with people that you interact. And I'm going to be very straight. I'm going to be very straightforward with you. Have you seen those honkers? God, you sound like Ia, bro. She was like, holy honkers. I'm like, shut up. I want to remind you all that sadly, there are really bad people out there, right? As much as we talk about bad people, there are also good people out there as well.
That was me. You didn't recognize me.
You're a really old man. I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know you looked like fucking lockdown. But no, I will say this, chap. Protect yourselves. There's a lot of very bad people out there that will do very nefarious things, misuse your intentions. It's a sad thing, chat. I mean, I gotta admit something to you. I gotta be open with you guys. I'm a lot more protective of my personal space than I used to be, right? And sadly, it's because you see all these horrible stories all the time. I mean, I just don't invite everybody into my space anymore, right? I'm very selective. I'm very, you know, my arm is constantly out. Like, and it's not because I dislike anybody, but it's because there's so many just horrible people that have done horrible stuff. And we're going to talk about that today, right, chat? Somebody that you would think is perfectly fine, right? Just a normal, seemingly person that is potentially lying about hospitalization, weaponizing people's intentions. I mean, it's It's bad, guys. It's really bad. So I don't know why you let my husband in your friend group. You know, Liz, I've been trying to block him on Discord. I can't find the block button. Don't tell him I said that. But I want to remind you all that through all of this, there are good people out there. So don't lose your faith in humanity. Don't lose your faith in good people. There are good people out there. So oh my goodness. Yeah, no, it's kind of worse, Belfry. It's kind of worse. Now knowing their past life, yeah, there's a lot more to this story. You didn't hear, shit. Okay, never mind. Totally don't rewind and clip that later. Definitely don't do that. By the way, how we doing today, YouTube friends? Welcome in. You have to be able to sing on the spot to work at Disney. That's not true. I can sing worse shit. Yeah, you know, same for me, but I am always reminded of really good people. You know, I do have friends that are amazing, so don't lose faith, guys. I know it's tough, seeing these really shitty people all the time. And mostly we talk about bad things, yes, but we do talk about good things as well. Nah, hell no, Lacey. Maybe one day, though. Maybe one day. That's my hope. Humans are inferior to sharks. You know what? You know what? Humans are inferior to elves. How about that? Chat, you're inferior to elves. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules. I don't think they understand that joke yet, unless you know the context of what we're going to talk about. My faith in humanity has been lost. Long overdue for us to terraform Mars and live there. Yeah, I don't think they really get the context without the coverage, but we'll get there. We'll get there. I'll bring the joke back. That's funny. That's funny. Now, hold on. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be all good, guys.
That's right. Only trust me, chat.
But trust your eyesight, bro. Like you're like, oh, I'm an airplane captain. You know, please trust me. I'm an air flight captain. I'll make sure I get you where you need to go. Aren't you missing an eyeball, bro? I'm not supposed to trust that. Yeah, thank you for the hype train. I was a good thing I'm automata. How are you an automata, bro? You're a fucking human. What are you talking about? Are you one of those like $20,000 robots? Hello, Oompa Loompa, Doopity Doo. I have another puzzle for you. What do you get when you take an old man and you put him on Elara's mod team? You get locked down. You get locked down. It's so sad. He's so old. No more Oompa Loompa songs for me. I should do commissions for Oompa Loompa songs. No, don't give locked out a hug. He'll give you goodies. What do you mean?
Elara,
Oh, no.
I have lost faith in humanity a long time ago.
That's true. Working in retail will do that to you. I see that.
Support.
I see that.
Every day I see
working
and
at Disney made me
deal with the
question mine as
worst
well.
of the worst herons.
I can see that. Oh, your old jokes don't work on me, Short Stack. Why did they not work on you? Because you already forgot with your dementia.
Fine, as long as you don't hang out on my left side lol, then you're screwed.
Alright, bet. So, if I'm gonna fight you, just need to keep strafing to the left. I understand. You're like a Dark Souls boss. Just strafe to the left. Just strafe to the left. Oh, God. I don't know why we're dunking on lockdown today. He's just today's target. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. So, I'm a loves. Let's dive into a bit of news. I hope you guys are ready. Everybody, do me a favor, type in news. You want to trash talk? Get on this stool and sit in my face. Yeah, but lockdown. I wouldn't want to talk. I wouldn't want to talk crap about my elders. You know, that's not very nice. Yeah, I don't think that's very cool to do. If I'm gonna talk crap about somebody, you know, maybe lose like 40 years and then we can have a conversation. I mean, probably by the time that I would even say it, you would have already forgotten anyway. So what's even the point? Why waste my time like that? You know, maybe you were conscious of my time. You know, because since you don't have much left, yeah, you might want to be a little bit more conscious of it.
Straight to the left. Straight to the right.
Crisscross. Everybody clap your hands.
Everybody drink your flask.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, Oh no, can we get an F for lockdown? Holy shit. Alright, let's do it, guys. Let's dive into some news. Let's do it. Like I said, I got a lot to talk about, a pretty big story to discuss. Two big stories actually that I would like to discuss with all of you. So, okay, my
Heckelchris
source was
says,
all fucked up
"Good
a little earlier.
morning,
So,
Elara. Did you see that streamer who went after Mousy about her streamer
oh, you mean
awards
Aiden Ross? Yes, I did.
Attacked
I
her
did see
again
that.
this year.
I did see that. Aiden Ross, of course, even last year he did that too. We'll talk about that today. So,
Heckelchris, chat sharing some drama about a streamer going after Mousy. Let's hope everything's resolved peacefully. Keep an eye out for updates. Also, Booba.
why do you sound like a newscaster? You're like, keep a lookout for updates. Thank you, Elar. I appreciate that. Still watching Ross? Absolutely. You know, I don't really know like the whole like Eden Ross history, but I will say watching him enough, I'm like, nah, I don't like this guy. I really don't like him. I think he says they're like out of pocket, and in my opinion, they're not acceptable. So, first up, chat, we're gonna talk about bans and suspensions. We'll talk about DBUs, all that good stuff, and then we will dive straight into one of our big stories. So, because it's gonna take a while. So, anyway, let's talk about bans and suspensions. Unfortunately, guys, Vampy, hi Vampy, literally just lurking. Vampy, unfortunately, having some issues now with Discord, tuning out Discord. I need your help. There was a hacker trying to get into my account, and they changed the password in my Discord. I can't change it to a new password because I changed my old password. What I do?
He sounds like he lost them, then smoked 10 cigarettes.
Nah, Vivi got stomped. Yeah, Vivi got stomped. Please respond. Also updated on my Google account. Fight Club, I got it back. I just appealed my YouTube, so cross your fingers that I get it back. So these hackers are going after everything of Vampy's. Now, luckily, chap, there's a little bit of good news for Vampy. He did get her YouTube back. Thank you for the hype tune, guys. I appreciate you. Yeah, thank you so much. He did get her YouTube back. She had about 20,000 subscribers, so I'm really glad that she didn't lose it. So that is, all in all, seems like things are moving in a positive way, so good to hear. Let us know, Vampy, about the rest of it as well on your Discord. In other news, guys, unfortunately, not a surprise here, another person has been marked for fraud. Yes, even if that person who just got fired out of the fraud department, we still have issues. So Power Nelson going on to see indefinite suspension just 2 days ago, November 17th, for fraud. He's just like, well, this is a new one. I really want to know what triggers it with the flags, because I really don't understand why they're getting smacked with these things, right? So Power Nelson going on to say he took support. My account was banned recently for fraud. I'm not entirely sure why. My appeal was also denied, so I'm hoping someone can take a look at my case and re-enable my account. Now, they did instantly appeal this, right? And of course, it was turned down. But luckily, Twitch support, in a rare moment, guys, did step in and actually restore their account. So again, I can't believe we're gonna say that Twitch is 2 for 2 for today, chat, but they're actually fixing some stuff up here today. So good to see that YouTube and Twitch actually making things happen. So what in the name of 7 Nights of the Twin Brother Gods is that summer? Are you talking about the title? Yeah, the title's pretty nuts, so we will get into that. Now, for every good thing that happens with YouTube, 2 bad things have to happen. So let's talk about a really big fuck up with YouTube. Now, chat, I want to make this very clear. YouTube fucks up a lot, right? But this might be one of the most egregious fuck ups I've ever seen for YouTube. Here we go. So, Alicia tweeting up, YouTube, you give me a strike for a fully censored scene. There's literally black bars put in by the game itself. Dispatch episode 4 with censorship mode on. Do not give my channel a strike. Again, they did something about playing Dispatch. Talking about it where they did receive a strike. And it was probably for, I imagine, nudity or something like that. So, ultimately was removed. Well, they are going to be reaching out to YouTube to see, what's going on, right? Well, this response was deleted. However, this was Team YouTube's response to Alicia. Now, guys, I want to remind you that YouTube is pretty good about responding about these issues. However, chat, I was not prepared for this answer that they gave Alicia. Heard back and confirming the video will remain down for. Insert termination reason and link to specified policies help center article. You can also read through the emails for more info on the policy. We know this isn't the outcome you're hoping for, but we really appreciate your understanding. Insert termination reason and link to specified policies help center article. What's up, Brian? The person literally couldn't even be bothered to put the link to why it was terminated. If you're gonna use the template, at least put the fucking information behind it. Oh my god, dude. We can't even get the person to fucking put the link. And yes, we know this is a human, chat. We know this is a human, but the fact that they forgot the link. Bro, you remember they had to hit the reply button. So you're telling me you just put this and hit reply like
Elara,
didn't even try,
see
bro.
where it says sprinkler care as source. That is a bot,
Oh, it's a bot website. I mean, again, I do think this is a human, right? But nonetheless, like, to not actually even include the link is just wild, dude. So of course, this blew up, right? Everybody talking about how YouTube doesn't care. In minor actions, that is true, right? Team YouTube going on to respond to this sort of thing. YouTube just exposed themselves, saying we totally dropped the ball on this message. Our team member was replying quickly and accidentally sent an incomplete reply that contained drafting notes. Hopefully, a reminder that there are real people behind this account, doing our best to fix mistakes when we make them. I mean, Pachi, do you have proof? Because YouTube says otherwise. Alicia says, you didn't fix the mistake because you haven't reached out to talk to me. You just deleted the message. You know what I mean? Like, they're not even helping with the problem. They just said, oh, we fucked up, and then they deleted the message. Oh my god. That's crazy. Now about Pachi. Just because that website is sourced as the posting place, right? Do you have proof that that post was made by a bot? Don't make an assumption unless you have proof. Alicia says, guys, you deleted a reply to me. I know you see this. Why won't you demon talk to me? You hit my channel and then rejected my appeal. You're a bot. You can correct this. I'm just asking to be treated fairly, Team YouTube. Like everyone playing the Ad Hoc Studio episode 4 with filter on, or remove the hit you did to me. Please treat me equally. So now again, there is a good thing here, right? Pachi, you're not listening. You're not listening. I understand that's the source, but you do realize that people can still work behind the scenes of it just because that is the source, right? When I ask for proof, you're not going to be able to provide proof because you'll never actually know. Now, luckily, there is some good news here. Alicia says the strike has been removed. Thank you's been for who has pushed so hard for me to get help. My video is now back up and age restricted for 18 plus. Feel the under strike. Video's up. Please watch it now. So at least there was a good ending to this, but sadly, this is going to continue to always be the case in YouTube. Unfortunately, we have these automated systems doing a bad job. And we have humans in here that can't even, like, meet the bare minimum of posting the stuff. Yeah, this just ain't it. This just ain't it. So, I don't know. Huge help for YouTube all around. So, alright, guys. So, let's talk about some views, graduations, all that other stuff. So, first up, guys, we do got to talk about React. That is right. Unfortunately, Kukalua Clay is graduating from React. Not really much to say in this announcement. I do have another React story to talk about later, but just a very typical graduation. So, of course, wish all the best. Also, we're going to go check in here with Mikey Nya. Mikey Nya is graduating. What's up, Scar? How are you? I'm going to say hello, everyone who's having heart. I must announce that under 2 months, I'll be graduating. January 4th, my birthday. Be my last stream. I'll never forget everybody in this journey. So, And they go on to say, my journey as a VTuber started over 5 years ago on February 2020. It started for me wanting to find and make friends. And as time went on, my ambitions evolved into a more creator-focused mindset. I wanted to create things for myself and for my amazing community that I was blessed with. Thank you to everybody for this amazing journey. The cafe will close on January 4th, 2026. My last stream. We're gonna say I want to return one day with a new life, new socials, new inspiration, new blah blah blah, new motivation. My light shining, getting a fresh start. So it sounds like they just want to step away from it, kind of start things over. So wish them all the best, guys. And then finally, just one other graduation here to mention before we get into happier news is, of course, Opal going on to see graduation. I'll be graduating in just 3 days, chat, on November 22nd. Thank you all for your wonderful heartwarming journey and all the support that came with it. Please don't be sad. It's a good thing for me, and I'm sure you'll still be among the stars. So all great things must come to an end. That also means that Opal must return to the stars. Since 2021, I've had all the fun and laughs in the entire world. I made irreplaceable friends and even went through the highs and lows my entire life. This announcement shouldn't be sad, but instead we should celebrate all of the times we had together. So again, wish them all the best, chat, in their graduation. I'm gonna take a sip of my tea really quick. Another news, guys. Big congratulations to Radical Mari, who just hit that Twitch partnership. Guys, please give them claps. Please give them some big hearts on W's. A huge accomplishment. So congrats to them. Big milestone hit there today. Now, guys, some debuts that we missed, or at least I wanted to follow up with all of you. Phase Connect. I did have a ton of outfit debuts for the Invaders Wish outfits. So again, if you missed some of these, some of them have been debuted. Of course, we have Loomies, we have Embers. Later today, we have Dizzy. And tomorrow, we have Jelly. So certainly go support and check this out. If you haven't seen some of these, they're absolutely gorgeous. So big love to Lumi and Ember. Certainly go check this out, chat, when you got some time. Of course, in other news, guys, Sayu debuted his brand new model, his 3.0. This is Sayu 3.0, aka tech support Sayu. Individual tech support for Amelie, so you'll have to see it. So huge congrats to Saeed on his 3.0. I gotta show you the rigging for it, like all the toggles. They're really good. I enjoyed it a lot. So here is Emma from Iron Vertex cooking, as always. That toggle right there kills me, bro. The fucking Kermit one. Bro, the Kermit one is great. I love Iron Vertex for all their cool little toggles like that. They really do a great job. Kermit the tech support is here. Kermit the Frog. So really awesome to see you. Big congrats to Sayu on this one. Of course, another model you might have missed is Zin's RTX model. That is right. Hold on, Flim moment. Okay, sorry. Zin actually debuted her RTX on model, and holy shit, dude, this model is actually insane. It looks like a customizable character in a video game. It just looks absolutely incredible. Take a look at this. I love her legs too. Like, actually seeing them move around in 3D is so fucking cool. This is badass all around. Let's go take a look at some clips from this debut chat. Like I said, this is a badass model. Yeah, that face tracking is actually nuts, too.
Well, we can see that they neglected to model the nose hair. Stare. I can smell the leftover breakfast burrito.
Got him.
From anti-loot general to 3D cyber sex doll with voice. Amazing evolutions, any.
Cyber sex doll, what the fuck? Yeah, you know it's good tracking when it catches you eating, like, just like, you know, like, you know it's good. Oh my god, the eye tracking is actually nuts. Oh, that's incredible. Yeah, she did have a lot of issues, but, yeah, she made it through nonetheless, so. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure this will mean my PC explode too.
Scraping the remains out of another empty can of dog food.
How about you try and read me now? Watch this.
But that's so badass. I love that so much. So she absolutely cooked on this model. Like, so gorgeous, so fucking beautiful. Like, also Kate. Look, chat. I'm gonna bring you the good stuff, okay? As your news anchor, I feel like I must bring you the best quality news. It's like fucking like booty
like
tickle.
Mr. Krabs when she walks.
Let me see if I can put the light here.
I lost.
The
Strands
booty
coming
tickle.
from the arms purely cosmetic.
Hey yo.
Nice.
Yeah,
No
yeah,
jacket
yeah,
anymore.
damn, holy shit. So we are the people that did all of this amazing work, chat. So certainly go support both of them. I mean,
So?
absolutely nuts.
There's the whole suit.
This is the news that we need, chat. This is what we watch news for right here. This is what BTV News is all about, baby. Wow, looks so good. So huge congrats to Sim. If you made it to that debut, like Awak said, she did have a lot of problems, but she still made it through. So it was awesome to see as always. Another news, guys, in case you missed it, this VTuber named June debuted back on the 15th. So I think we watched your trailer, but I didn't get to follow up on that. So certainly I give them some love on their debut that we missed. Of course, also to add to this as well, bro, we got a fucking buffet. Like, we got the fucking, like, you know, like Hogwarts, like, table buffet, you know? Also, guys, it's Maya. Maya debuted back on Sunday. Their brand new model as well. So, you know, if you want to go and support them, they just did a donathon as well. Very cute model. So, go and give them some love. Also, guys, Vienna debuted her brand new baseball outfit. Now, I'm guessing that she's a big Blue Jays fan, which is really funny, considering who won the World Series. So, like, I'm sure she took that a little personal. But I thought it was pretty funny. So here's Venus' brand new baseball outfit.
Wrong, this? Yeah?
Yeah, she probably took it a little personal.
Yeah. Let me just find the... Changed about the base model, so it's like...
It's cute.
the
It's got a little
best player
baseball
I
hat.
think
Yeah,
to
she's like
okay,
a big Jays
actually,
fan.
okay,
So
guys, something quick right now. Let me take my hat off for this. Just in
Vienna
case.
baseball.
Can someone tell me what...
But I'm gonna call her now. I'm like, yo, what's up, Vienna baseball? So I really love this outfit. It's very cute. You know, baseball is such a big part of my life with my brothers, so I like to see VTubers kind of cross over with that. I think it's awesome. So very, very cool. In other news, guys, also another debut we talked about, but we didn't get to actually look at the model, was, of course, Juniper. And here's her brand new space moth model. Looks amazing. I love her little UFO friend. That's perfect. Hey, yo. I love the knife, too. Those are really cool animations, like tossing the knife and stuff. Very, very nice. So again, big congrats to her on her new UFO model. In other news, guys, you know, Amelie debuted her brand new scuffling model, which is, well, no, it's not her, chat. It's her mascot. The scuffling is not her, chat. It's her mascot. But here's the scuffling, and it came out super duper cute. She should rename her model to the Scuffling model. Aw, it's so cute. Very, very cute. So there's the little guy, the little Scuffling. Also on top of that, chat, Neurosama debuted their 3D model. And of course, this was made by Gino again. An incredible opportunity to bring Neurosama into 3D. So let's go take a look at how that went. I'm kind of interested in how this works. Does an AI control the actual VR chat model? But anyway, she kind of went crazy and ran out of bounds. It was really funny.
You won't.
Okay, Jab, what the fuck? Don't run off the stage! Right, okay, well, this is a bit of a problem. You might want to walk back onto the stage there.
Okay, I'm back.
She's
Oh my
breaking
God, what the fuck?
boundaries.
What the fuck? Why are we backstage? Why? Don't do this. Where the fuck? You're behind the screen. Go back.
Like, I want to know how this works.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Go
Like,
back, run to the sea.
so of course she's trying to escape the digital realm. She's trapped in. She controls the directions I got to you. So that's super cool. Of course, Vito always cooking. Yeah, she's trying to escape her virtual box. You know what I mean? So very cool from 3D Neurosama. So guys, some events and debuts you're gonna want to know about. So I'm gonna see everybody here pull out those notepads and write this down. Scarlett, thank you for the raid, sweetheart. How are you, kitty? Welcome in. How was your stream? Let's go take a look at some events coming up. Number one, first up is she. She is actually doing a peak climbing for charity event coming up this Saturday with a ton of other VTubers. Let's go take a look at what's going down for this one. 32 VTubers. Holy shit. Imagine having teamwork. Couldn't be me. I'm sure everything would go super fine inside of this particular event. It'll be great. It's going good, Scarlett. How was your stream? Really fun teams, too. I like this, like, jazzy, like, Megalovania remix. Yeah, this looks like a really fun event, so go check it out Saturday, chat. Yeah, it looks like a good time. Yeah, really nice trailer, too. Oh my god, is Sans gonna be there? I can't wait to watch Sans play Peak. Very cool, chat. So again, I'll write that one down coming up this Saturday at 3 p.m. PST. On top of that, guys, Alien Mixture. So you're looking for carolers. We have socks. We're going to be talking about socks a lot today, chat. Are putting on a Christmas event relay, and we'd like to invite you to be part of it. We're looking for Christmas carolers, or anybody who'd like to do solo acts or sing in a choir. So, you know, if you want to post up for that, it is open for a week to sign up if you are a fellow VTuber or content creator. Very cool. In other news, guys, we also got to talk about Lane Blanc, who is also having a party event coming up on Wednesday, November 26th for their birthday concert. And look at all of these talents that are part of it. Very, very cool. So, again, go check that out. Coming up on Wednesday. Also, guys, Stella Luna is also doing an event coming up. They're actually looking for VTubers for a Fortnite charity event. Fortnite charity event coming up, raising money for Toys for Tots on December 6th. So, again, if you want to sign up for that, here's the post. The application is below. Definitely for good cause, guys. You know, I've raised money for Toys for Tots before. We love Toys for Tots, so certainly go give them lots of support. And then finally, just one more event that I want to mention to all of you. Mazumi Pichu is back, guys. So Mazumi Pichu is back. However, when I first saw this announcement, I was really scared. But let it play out. Let it play out.
Hi everybody. I guess a lot of people will be seeing this that don't know who I am. I'm Muzumi Peachy. I'm sure my audience knows I have not been streaming much lately, and that's because
I thought it was like an announcement, bro. Like a graduation. I love this shitty green screen. Like, low quality. Yeah, I was kind of nervous about it too. So, this event actually is currently ongoing, guys. At a 60-hour birthday party. Tons and tons of guests. So, certainly go support. Looks like a good time. Looks like a good time. I don't know why Nostalgia Critic was there, but it was funny. Just like this shitty green screen. Anyway, guys, let's talk about some debuts coming up. The first up, chat. December 7th is going to be Arya's debut. Coming up at 7 p.m. EST. Let's go take a look at the trailer. You just lost no Nostalgia Critic November. I can't believe that the VTuber male lost no nut. I mean, did you lose no nut too? No nostalgic November. How dare you? We got VTuber rickrolled. Now, wouldn't that actually be Annoying Orange? Wasn't Annoying Orange technically the first VTuber? Oh no, Matt Pat was actually, because he was the first PNG tuber, so not almonds yesterday. Okay, alright, so you did nut. I mean, it's good. Nutting is healthy, right? Like, personally, I'm a believer non-stop nut November, so that's why I have a pile of peanuts right here. And coom. Nickelodeon face? What is that? Yeah, what is that? This looks cool. No, talk about the debut, chat. Talk about the debut. Focus on the debut. You have one job, guys. Focus on the debut. So, looks exciting, guys. So, again, write that down for your calendar for debuts coming up. Also, it does look like Flare and the Mythic Duo have released their new models. Umbry and Flare looks like their new models will be debuting on December 5th. These look great. And you know, guys, D-Mob did the drawing and rigging, so you know it'd be great. Can't focus on busy nutting. Stop making peanut butter. Very cool. Very excited for their debut, chat. Of course, another news coming up in just 4 days is Pop Pop's time to dunk this debut out of the park. This is coming up at 12 p.m. EST on November 23rd. New model, biggest merch drop. Front page, new lore, overlays, backgrounds, and more. So it looks like we're getting, I like all these sports themes. So we have like Pop in the gym. We have like Vienna baseball. This is cool. Yeah, sport ball. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother Dio, sports ball. Yeah, let me get a hell yeah sports ball in the chat. Now, this is actually pretty cool. Very unique, so love that idea. Very perfect for Buff Pop as well. Also, guys, let's go check in here with Chabelle. Chabelle is actually doing a new model announcement coming up on the 21st. That is actually in just 2 days.
Hey, wait, I mean elara. Oopsie, sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. But then again,
you know what, Tal?
Sorry.
I don't even have anything to say to you, Tal. You know what, Tal? Your face is just a big Tal tail. You know, Tal? You're such a Tal tail that nobody even takes you seriously, Tal. You tally Tal. Why'd you throw in the towel, Tal? Okay, that's all I gotta say. Anyway, let's go check out Chabelle's debut coming up. I'm gonna call you Towel now. Instead of Towel, you're gonna be Towel. Shut up, Towel. And look at the pretty debut video. I'm gonna cry in my basement. At least you have a basement. We can't have basements in Texas. Everything would fucking flood. In other news, guys, even cooler, we also have to look at the V4 Mid-Generation Aura Rain. Their debuts are coming up on November 22nd. They got the full-on anime intro out here. Let's take a look. Man, this looks awesome. We're just about to dive into it. Don't worry. But by the way, for anybody, in case you're wondering, in the future, I never cover a big story till at least 1 hour passes on the stream. So if you're ever worried about missing a story, I will not cover a big story until at least an hour has passed. Bro, they're like dropping like full-on fucking songs. This is great. Right, isn't it crazy, Chica? I love her design. It's cute. It's super cute. Bro, this is so good. I love the I'm a musician person, right? So I'm paying attention more to the background. I love the beat they lay down. It's really strong.
Photo
Sounds great.
when I was in the
They're catchy.
hospital for my.
Oh God, darn. It's very hard to animate stuff like that. Wow, this looks like it's gonna be a banger. So anyway, chat, get ready for this one coming up November 22nd with the 5th generation of V4 Aura Rain. So very cool. Very, very cool. I want a Socks agency song. And I just want like Yomi just to go like, remember when Yomi was on the news and she was just like, ah, I want that. Like, that's the song. Just, ah, and then it's just like, Vtuber me on the background just like, hey, yo, what's up, dog? Like, that is my dream right there. And it's just Flork just talking and like Flork's voice just like, hey, yo, I'm Flork. Like, you know, like, that is what I want. That is what I want. I want glitchy Yomi just remix the but like, you know, like auto-tune it to different stuff. That's like the beat in the background. But I would totally do that for you. Oh my God. That's amazing. And then it is, guys, Ariel is also cooking up something for later today. Very, very exciting. So let's take a look here at her trailer too. Hey, yo, what's flunking, y'all? Hey, yo, what's flunking, y'all? What the flork is that? Bro, I would pay money for that. Did that log just coom? November 19th at 6 p.m. EST, chat. Of course, Ariel also giving us a few more teasers. Looks like her little pup friend is getting an upgrade as well. Very cute. Very, very cute. And of course, Ariel also giving us a little bit more of some dancing stuff going on here as well. Very, very nice. She says we're moving like never before. So here it is, guys. Ariel absolutely cooking up for later today. So that is tonight at 6 p.m. CST. I like her corrupted model too. I think that's my favorite one as well. I mean, they all look good, right? In other news, guys, Chibidoki says that pink creature is evolving. So a little bit of a teaser. I think that if you've been paying attention to Blue Nami, I'm sure you guys who know Nami is. We've rated her back and forth. She's rated us. We're some really cute models. He has this very stylistic model. But it's like Chibi is getting a Blue Nami model, and it looks great. So get excited for that one. Blue Nami always cooks. And then finally, chat, there's like a Centrea giving us a little bit of a teaser. What for? I couldn't tell you, chat, but give me your best guess on what you think it's about. Looks really, really cool. Yeah, but Blue Nami made Shy Lily's Chibi model as well. She's made a few, and again, they're always really, really high quality. So Nah, I kind of like, I can't wait to see like a very kind of like cute chibi, but you know, of course you can like toggle the gremlin stuff.
Elara.
But cute chibi would be nice.
That gives an idea.
Okay.
Hear me out. Jen once sings, then midway through Yoma's solo, she glitches with the an ad-free corrupts the feed, and her and the rest of Jen to begin Frestal rap segment.
I want at least one cowbell solo by Flork in the middle of the song. There has to be a cowbell and a flute solo. Otherwise, it's just not SVA. Holy shit. So today, chat, speaking of SVA, I want to talk about a story that just happened with SVA. But before we get into it, chat, let's do a little stretchy. I need a little stretchy first because I have to mentally prepare myself to cover this story. Oh my god. With Kimmy and Harmonica, yeah, exactly. So, guys, we're going to be talking about a pretty intense story today. This has a lot of ups and downs, so I really do encourage you to, you know, buckle up, get some popcorn, get a drink. We're going to have some conversations about some stuff. So, now, I'm going to preface a little bit of this as well, because this person that we are going to be talking about today, chat, is somebody that I'm aware of. I know of their PO, so I want to give you a little bit of a preface. But today, chat, we're going to be talking about Cha Cha Chilla. And Cha Cha Chilla is somebody that we've covered on this channel. This is a creator who actually ended up being sexually assaulted. And we had talked about that on our stream and had covered that stuff, etc., right, chat? So here, I'll pull up a picture of them so you know who we're talking about. So this is Cha Cha Chilla. Now, what I do want to let you know is they actually have a past life, chat. And their past life is, their name is Bunny Alisu. Now, when I saw that name, I was like, wait a second, that's ringing some bells. I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. So, chat, I dug through the ancient archives.
I like how they conceded, then went on the attack after.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna get into. I went into the Vtuber ancient archives, chat, to find information about Bunny Alisu, because in my head I kind of got the wee woo, but I couldn't remember exactly what they did. So when I went back and looked, right, chat, Bunny Alisu was actually accused of sexual harassment and deleting the evidence around it. Now, sadly, chat, I was not able to find any of that former evidence. Number one, because it was deleted. Yeah, I went into like the fucking vault, dude. But sadly, all the evidence was deleted. I don't have screenshots of it. It's kind of lost to time. I dug, I could not find any of that stuff. But they were also accused of that, as well as blackmail. They were accused of constantly pushing boundaries, being asked to be a part of invite-only events. Overall, just very, very creepy, very pushy, etc. Right? So again, coming from their past life, they were already accused of sexual harassment and deleting evidence around it, as well as blackmail. So again, I'm really sorry. I could not find this stuff. I even tried way back. I just could not find it, guys. So I apologize. I really hate to tell you something and not have the proof behind it. I really hate to say, trust me, bro. But this was really all that I could find. And again, this was all pretty much alleged anyway. I do remember seeing screenshots, but again, it just happened so long ago. I don't have this actual screenshots anymore, so I do apologize. I'm not able to provide that for you.
Curious.
So
Didn't she
you can take it as
saw by
alleged
her
for
hotel
now.
roommate at Hawkeye?
Yeah, that's what I just said, Misa. Yeah, we just talked about them a few months ago. Anyway, chat, yo, what's up, detective? How are you? Thank you for the raid, Kitty. Welcome in. I did my best, guys. I spent like 2 hours looking for it. I just could not find the screenshots, but I do remember what they were alleged of, so I can at least give you that. How are you, Kitty? What's up? Thank you for the raid. Everybody say hi to detective. Anyway, chat, I want to go and look at where this started, and it was with this tweet, right? And sadly, this tweet is gone, but don't worry, I do got a screenshot of it. So, Cha Cha Chilla tweeting out, I tried to talk to Flork about one of his talents, have a habit of calling people inferior, and how that could seem to disable people. However, he blocked me and said not to bring up my personal issues with his talents. Yo, what's up, Sunchi? How are you? I believe calling someone inferior is demeaning as, etc., etc. So, in this particular tweet, they were accusing Adfree, the newest, one of the newest SVA Jin talents, of calling somebody inferior, and of course doing it in a derogatory way, talking about or referencing disabled people. So I want to point out something here. Number one, chat. It wasn't even an SVA talent. It wasn't even ad-free that said this. So number one, we don't even have the right target of your problem with, right? Like you're targeting the wrong person. But on top of this too, like, how does calling somebody inferior reflect on disabled people, right? Like, I feel like you're taking and spinning a narrative with that, right? You know, if I say humans are inferior to elves, like, obviously it's a joke too, right? Like, I'm not actually like, you're inferior to me, right? Like, one other thing to mention in this as well, chat, with this event is this was in a Minecraft role play event. Let me say that again for you, chat. This was in a Minecraft role play event. So saying something like inferior really has more to do with the thing that was going on within the role play itself. How dare you, Elara?
Was hey, my bad.
Yeah, you're good.
Anyway, I'm physically disabled to the point I'm barely free of a wheelchair. I would have thought nothing of this ad-free. Additionally,
I agree.
has been an utter sweetheart
I agree. I
to
think
me.
that. So, before we continue, I want to look at what Shadow Wilk said, because I want to give a shit if somebody called me inferior, regardless if it's a roleplay or not. I think that sometimes when people say something that you're not happy with, right? You have to check yourself, right? You have to have the emotional intelligence and go, okay, is this worth getting me upset about, right? Should I get upset about it? Do I need to look at this as they're insulting me? Or are they actually just talking in the context of roleplay, right? Am I applying one of my own personal things to something that out of context would make sense with that, right? Obviously what was said had nothing to do with them being disabled, right? So I do feel like hitting that narrative was just incorrect overall, right? I would never, ever, ever, ever assume that anybody means something nefarious just because they say something, right? If you were taking something somebody says and immediately trying to spin it to apply to a personal issue or something you have going on, it's not going to stand up, right? So to add to this as well, chap, if you have a problem with somebody, you know, maybe a hot take, but why don't you just communicate to them about it? Like, if you have a prior issue, you need to communicate that, or a personal issue, you need to communicate that to your collaborators, right? If you have something that triggers you or sets you off, it is, listen to me, chat, it is your responsibility to share that with your collaborators. Your collaborators can't read your mind. They have no idea what goes on in your life. If you have something that is going to be problematic, communicate it to your collaborators. That is on you. You are in charge of your own mental health. So again, I feel like weaponizing somebody and spinning their intention is just wrong. So this all blew up, right, chat? This is where everything started. Everybody started talking about this event. That was by Lucia, the Minecraft event. Well, Flork actually slaps back on this. Now, before we continue, chat, I want to make this very clear. I'm getting to cough chop, so I want to make this very clear. I have never in my life, in a million fucking years on this planet, right, chat, seen Flork actually angry with somebody ever. I've never seen Flork actually legitimately upset or angry with somebody in a million years, dude. That's like Iron Mouse getting upset with you. Like, if Iron Mouse is upset with you, you fucked up, dude. You fucked up. So yeah, Flork being mad like actually says a lot about this stuff. So in this original clip, which is gone, it was like a 4-second clip of somebody calling somebody inferior within that clip. Again, it was not having anything to do with the actual SVA talent, as Cha-Cha alleged. So, Flork says, yes, I did snap at you in DMs because you were told not to contact me anymore prior to this. So, it seems like there was a past history, right? Lucia's team investigated the first piece of evidence you showed them regarding ad-free. It was not even them speaking, video included. Their team gave you the statement on what was happening. It was a roleplay to Minecraft faction roleplay, and I wholeheartedly back my talents. They did nothing wrong, especially in a 4-second out of context clip you recently showed. So let's go take a look here at the full clip and see what happened, chat.
Treating guys.
They're wild.
Guys, they're like,
gotta give them a
yeah,
pass.
what's happening with that?
Brains are a little smaller.
Dude, that's gonna oh my god,
I
her.
was never a wilder. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's true. I never treating guys.
So again, chat, this is clearly like nobody is making fun of somebody, nobody is punching down, nobody is making fun of people with disabilities, nothing like that. They're literally just like, they're playing in a roleplay, right? And again, if you have such a problem with roleplay triggering you, don't participate or talk to your collaborators. It's literally that easy.
I found Cha-Cha recently during the
Okay.
SMP event. I watched the stream.
Gotcha.
Evan, Micah, Hades, and more, so I missed stuff. But I talked to Evan about it in stream
Okay.
a day or two ago. Evan confirmed it was just a role play and seems
it was.
to agree that Cha-Cha took
Absolutely.
it personally, seemingly. Get
She has a text limit, so let me finish reading this. Evan confirmed it was roleplayed. He's
As
agreed that
someone
Cha-Cha took
who
it
has
personally.
both autism
Assuming her by any doesn't
and
care. Doesn't hate
Asperger's,
Cha-Cha
I
because she was
feel
so
I
mostly.
should chime in.
Sure.
Using the word inferior has nothing to do with disabilities.
I mean, again, the
use
context
the
matters,
word
right?
towards
Context
Fanta
matters a lot.
when talking about turned soda or 3D sports or console games. Weaponizing a disability is something that disgusts me.
It really feels like they're just tone policing, right? They're like, oh, well, you're applying some intention on something where they really didn't even mean
in the
anything
VC
bad by it.
for
It was in the
10
context of the
hours
role play.
after that. He was waiting for her to say something. Imagine off someone as goofy as
Yeah,
Flork,
it's exactly
but
like it's
bad.
Flork. This is something related I talked about with Cozy. Asked why people who felt hurt goes on the internet and post a call out. He said everybody thinks they're the main character and only focus on themselves. Unfortunately, it's just the way of social media platforms. So, like, I will say this, C+. As somebody who talks about a lot of stuff like this, right? A lot of people like to virtue signal or try to call out people, or call out people, right? In the attempt to kind of get like brownie points, like internet brownie points, right? And sadly, like, that's just not always the case to do it, right? A lot of it can be dealt in private. A lot of it can be dealt in a healthy way rather than just like some kind of like negative call out type thing. So I will say this, one good thing. I have seen a lot of people in the community pushing back on a lot of posts like these. So when people try to do these posts, people are not really entertaining them as much as they used to. At least that's my opinion and observation, but I don't know if she's weaponizing it intentionally. I think she took it too seriously, got hurt by that, and overreacted to it, which Evan seems to agree with from his POV. I mean, I think she definitely overreacted to it 100%, right? But so when you overreact, right, you kind of see something happen, and I think part of overreacting is realizing you made a mistake, right? But in this particular situation, I don't really feel like they realized they did wrong until way later. So anyway, let's continue reading. Flork goes on to say, you also stated here other people do it, but why focus on me and SVA was before I told you not to message me any longer as of early October. Really, because SVA has nothing been taken care of. You guys have known about the inferior things. Lots of people have been calling us it. So Flork says, hi, Cha-Cha. Will admit I'm a little uncomfortable with her messages right now. Back on October 6th. So it seems like she was maybe being a little parasocial. I don't even think she was offended by it. I literally just think she wanted to elevate themselves. Yeah. Exactly, like trying to get the internet brownie points and clap points. I'm a little uncomfortable with your messages right now. I've been extremely busy because of corpo work and my other work. Although earlier in the year I had more time, so I was able to message a bit more freely. And I had that free time lately. Me not constantly deeming you is nothing personal. However, because of this, I'm not sure if I'm comfortable to keep up communication. And Flork says best of luck, Cha-Cha. So I'm kind of separating from there. So again, that's really where Flork was like, look, just kind of leave me alone. Yeah, and it might be because they were newer. She felt like maybe she could elevate herself more because they're new, more relevant, in quotations, right? So, Flork says, listen, we knew you were going to do this because you did this shit before to other people. I knew you were going to drop this late. Maybe you thought I'd be asleep so you could get an edge on me. I specifically stayed up because we knew you were going to do this. I don't know why to focus on me so hard, especially if your problems was ad-free. I don't want anything to do with you. You said that was your last post. Okay, I just want to add one more bit of context. You knew I did not stay up late and chose to drop it when I wasn't around. So anyway, let's take a look here at the responses. Are you uppies? At this time, I'm usually not. Fair, I'm a night owl. And Florkat says, this was before everything happened, right? So, like, I just want to say, chat, Flork does not fuck around. You should not fuck around with Flork. Like, I've never seen him mad, but if Flork gets mad, he's gonna bring the receipts, you know what I mean? Honestly, do you not think I'd stick it for anybody in my agency? Come on. Or even one of my DMs to try to get me to punish her like a school kid. I knew what was going on. So again, Cha-Cha, adding to this, actually, that's not what you said. Hi, Cha-Cha will admit I'm a little uncomfortable with your messages right now. I've been extremely busy because of corporate work and my other work. Though earlier in the year, I had more time, so I was able to message a bit more freely. We saw this message, right? Cha-Cha says, I'm sorry. It's just that this has happened with multiple people, and I guess it's really kind of in my head. I won't bring this up again. And then the Flork says, best of luck, Cha-Cha. I mean, this clearly is like, yeah, dude, I'm trying to just, like, work it off, you know? Cha-Cha, thank you. Sorry again for this getting in my head so much. Thank you for understanding. And then Cha-Cha sends another message. Thank you for understanding. Obviously, Flork never responded. So it's pretty clear, like, hey, bro. Yeah, that's pretty clear. Don't message me anymore. Like, she's just trying to argue any point she can get here. But it does look like Flork definitely took the right steps here to protect his talents. And also at the same time, really called out some bad behavior as well. So let's continue your chat. I added into this as well.
I demand you punish your talent, elara.
I added to this as well. I'm like, Cha-Cha, you blew this out of proportion, right? I understand you wanted to stand up for something you feel strongly about. But it is when it feels like you're weaponizing an intention in quotations, right? Because, again, there wasn't any nefarious intention. That was never there. This wasn't about disabilities. It was a role-playing. If these type of comments are affecting you so much, maybe it's better not to participate or talk with your collaborators beforehand. This isn't worth the level of how you're treating it. I think you should take a step back. So this was before everything got really crazy and all the really heavy news came out. But, we'll continue. So I wanted to at least try to be nice and give them a little benefit of the doubt. They were just crashing out, but yeah, not anymore, Chad, not anymore. So Minty goes on to say, as a fellow disabled person, both mentally and physically, this is such a non-issue. Cha-Cha's blowing this weed out of proportion. You automatically assumed it was a direct attack on you and your disabilities, which it wasn't. I mean, chat, let me ask you a question. When you heard, or when you saw the clip, right, and they're talking about inferior, did you think it was a direct attack on disabilities? Yes or no, chat? Just type yes or no. Let me know how you feel. Do you feel like it was a direct attack on disabilities? Yes or no? You joined a roleplay SMP Minecraft server where it's team versus team. If you can't tell the difference between roleplaying and people actually attacking you for your disabilities, you need to take a step back and not participate in things like this. I agree. This entire situation is ridiculous, and the fact you're trying to drag both SK talents and Flork through the mud over this is insanely disrespectful, especially adding ad-free art tags to the thread. I forgot she did that. Yeah, she tagged ad-free art tags in the thread. Inferior is not a slur. You need to apologize to both Flork, ad-free, and the other SVA talents and delete this. She did ultimately, delete that tweet, but I don't really feel like it helped a lot. So I do want to go look at two clips. that will add some extra context before we get into where it gets worse. So Miyu goes on to say, just in case it gets turned on me, this is me in the clip shown here. I was making an ironic joke about my own character because I was the dummy in a room of smart people, and she started off as a wilder before switching to the scientist. In no way would I call anybody or anyone's OC small brain dead brain. Sorry. I'm genuinely sad people took things like this in a fictional scenario. Personally, I thought we were all just having fun. So I think this also shows a bit of context and intention. Like, you know, I didn't mean anything bad by it. And look, we're just having fun. We're hanging out. Like, why are you trying to cause such an issue about this, right, chat? So I also want to go look at another clip here that I think is very interesting, right? To me, it reads as
I think
rules for
having
thee,
some
but not for
humor
me.
over your disability is a healthier option.
I mean, that's up to everybody, right, Darth? But, yeah, I mean, I feel you, right? I like to laugh at my own mistakes and stuff like that, so I get you, but, so I do want to talk about this clip that came here from Zion. Now, this really does feel like, to me, the irony of this is absolutely crazy. Yeah, I saw that later. I saw that. So, for me, Cha-Cha really decided to get offended over something that was said to her, but doesn't take any accountability for saying something that was out of pocket for them. So, Zion goes on to tweet out, I want to add context to this. We're going to look at this clip. Cha-Cha has died the night before, which meant that we were using her items since she had no need for them. My character was a dementia-ridden old lady. I've been running around with it like I had no idea what she was talking about. I planned to give it to her the entire time, but I wanted to have a little bit of fun with it, and in no way warranted being called a bitch and broke my roleplay. I don't really care about being called it, but it does show that it shows that she thinks that her name-calling rule only applies to other people and not herself. Anyway, let's take a look here at Zion's clip, chat.
Boss not.
Please, I'm alive.
Why?
Cause I'm alive, bitch.
Whoa.
I was joking. I was joking. I'm sorry. I was a joke. I was joking.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. I was joking. I was supposed to be funny.
Now you're not getting your abs back. It's mine now. Boss not.
So again, like, you can tell the group is clearly uncomfortable by that statement. They're like, hey, they're like, no, stop crashing out. Like, what is this? But how could you in good faith make a comment like that, realize that it caused a problem, but then try to make a big fuss about something that somebody else said that was clearly not meant in any type of derogatory way? It's just like, nah, dude, nah. So, Chop, what if I told you the situation gets worse? Would you believe me? I hope you will. So, let's go take a look here with Nikita. Nikita, longtime person in the VTuber space, went on to talk about what happened with this particular moment, because Cha-Cha actually ended up opening a ticket about everything. So, elara, if you can use your other voice, let us know what's going on.
I am the staff member who personally handled Cha-Cha's ticket regarding this matter. I feel it is important to clarify the timeline and the facts of our investigation for the public record. Initial contact: this issue began when Cha-Cha posted a call-out in the Public Builders faction Discord channel tagging ad-free. I removed that post to de-escalate public tension and immediately reached out to Cha-Cha privately to explain that public call-outs can create a hostile environment.
But why would you try to tag them? Like, just, if you have like a group chat or something, why not just resolve it with them? Just like, hey, like, could you not use that or whatever? And it wasn't even the right person! You targeted the wrong person! So, like, you didn't even bother to check. Man, that's just... Big mistakes all around. Big mistakes all around, bro. I'm just floored. Like, why would you not try to resolve it privately before trying to escalate? Like, it just feels like they were trying to play victim, you know?
Protocol. I directed her to open an official ticket so the admin team could
Cha-cha
review
chilla.
the issue properly and
Cha-cha.
fairly. We
Not
went
Cha-cha,
back to the
Fillion's
ticket
mom.
she opened
Cha-cha
before
chilla.
and continued the conversation there.
Different
The
Cha-chas.
investigation. Upon reviewing the original evidence provided in the ticket, prior to her public post, we found no evidence of malicious behavior or targeted harassment toward Cha-Cha.
So, clearly, chat, you can see here by everything that, I mean, even looking at the clip, there was nothing problematic, but so somebody by their staff dealt with the ticket and she clearly just didn't like the answers, so she decided to make it public.
Misidentification. Crucially, the individual speaking in the
Alex,
evidence
how are you?
provided for review is not ad-free. Event context. This was a 3-day Minecraft faction PvP event featuring 3 distinct factions: Builders, Military, and Scientists. Intense, in character, IC, banter and trash talk between factions are common expectations of the roleplay genre rather than malicious attacks.
Just message the
All
person,
3
you know?
factions engaged in this behavior as part of the competitive atmosphere throughout the 3 days. And if someone ever took it too far and turned it into hate speech or targeting specific individuals, staff would reprimand said individual and remove them from the server.
So, I want to add to this as well, too, like, so number one, if you're in a group setting and you hear somebody say something that you're not okay with, right? What's the first thing you do? You check who it is, and then you talk to them, right? But Cha-Cha Chilla didn't even bother to do that. They just straight went on the attack. Like, they don't even know who fucking said it, but they have the gun ready and the trigger to pull. Like, that, you're skipping so many steps required to actually come to a resolution, and that's why I just think their intention was bad the entire time, you know?
Roleplay context. The clip, the specific comments in the clip, regarding small brains, were made by the player in the video, who, like ad-free, was playing a wilder gone scientist.
Yeah, Liz, what happened with
player
you when they were
involved
bunning?
confirmed this intent, stating, "I quite literally was making fun of myself because I started as a wilder, so I was the small brain in the room." Admission of widespread usage. In private DMs prior to the ticket investigation, Cha-Cha stated, "Lots of people have been calling us inferior." This admission confirms she was aware the term was being used broadly by the
why are you
opposing
targeting
faction
ad-free?
against the Builders group as a whole.
And again, why would you just not try to come to a resolution? Like, I really encourage all of you, instead of immediately going to, pull out the sword, right? Why don't you extend a handshake instead? Try to come to a resolution in a professional manner instead of just immediately going on the attack. Like, can we not be, like, a little bit more adult about this stuff? Like, guys, most people in the Vtuber space are literally, like, in their 20s, mid-20s, etc., right? Like, guys, you've worked in some type of environment where you've had to be professional, right? And even if you haven't, you know basic etiquette and expectations. So to not act like an adult and to act this way, it's just unacceptable. There's no excuse. There's no excuse.
Cha-Cha alleged that ad-free used the word inferior. We found no evidence of ad-free using this term towards her. However, regarding the term itself, inferior is a standard adjective meaning lower in rank, status, or quality. In the
it's not even
context
like
of a competitive
racial
PvP
or
faction
anything
war,
to do with
this
disability
is standard
either.
terminology used to denote an opposing team's skill or ranking. In the ticket, Cha-Cha explicitly rejected the validity of roleplay context entirely, asking, "Are you saying calling people inferior is okay if it's roleplay?" After I asked, "May I ask, was it in reference of
depending on the
faction
roleplay,
RP?"
yes. Depending on the roleplay, yes. You know what I mean? Like, they had an opportunity to just keep this down low. Yeah, no. Well, it blew up the way that they wanted. Well, it blew up, just not in the way that they wanted, right? I'm always floored by the fact that people, I'm not floored, chat. I'm floored. I'm always floored by the fact that people want to make these small nothings into this giant type of fucking issue, when at the end of the day, you could have just resolved it privately, or you could have actually attempted to resolve it rather than play victim. Almost 1 million views overnight because of a nothing but good likes, am I right? Exactly, Pi, exactly. Dude, I'm so tired of situations like this, like covering this kind of stuff. Like, guys, you know what's you know what is right and wrong to do. And if you don't know what's right or wrong, then seek some help. Partner with somebody that can help you understand. But if you are not willing to examine your own mistakes or examine how you are going through something that you consider a problem, you lack emotional intelligence. You are unable to control your emotions, think about how those emotions affect others and yourself, right? And that's something you need to work on. Let's continue. I feel like I've known Nikita for a really long time, chat. And I feel like they're very, like, straightforward, very honest person. Surely 2026 will know better, right? Right? Please. Right? Surely 2026 will know better. Right, chat? Oh my god.
Resolution. I informed Cha-Cha that while we take reports seriously, we could not find a violation of server rules based on
I mean,
the
just do the
evidence
basic
provided.
bare minimum of confirming
Transparency.
who it
I
was.
explicitly stated that
Like-
we would not stop her from going public if she felt she needed to, as we believe in open communication. Current conduct.
Yeah, that's good.
While we respect the right to voice concerns, we definitively
I
do
agree.
not support the targeted behavior currently being exhibited.
I mean, again, I'm just like, I'm so confused because you didn't even get the right person. You're trying to go to the wrong person. Like, you didn't even do the
Inconclusive and
basic,
manipulated footage.
like,
The
needed
public
things.
accusation relies on a highly zoomed in, chaotic
This is just new
3-second
levels
snippet.
of dumb.
In this
like,
clip, multiple conversations overlap, and the visual is obscured. Ad-free's character is not visible in the scene. Because we cannot see who is speaking, and the audio is chaotic, it is factually impossible to verify if Ad-free is the speaker.
I agree with that.
Attributing a specific
even
voice to
Mew
her in
came
this
forward and
chaos
said it was
is a
them.
massive stretch and does
And
not
even
constitute valid
knowing-
evidence.
even knowing that Mew was the one that said it, it still doesn't change any context of it, right? It was okay to say it was during a roleplay server. If you are not comfortable with that stuff, I'm sorry, but don't participate. Like, maybe that's too harsh of a reality, but if you can't deal with that stuff, don't participate. Like, there's lots of stuff that I don't, like, involve myself in because I mentally don't want to deal with it. You have to take care of yourself first, right?
Audio context.
Yeah,
Even
actually-
if one strains
actually-
to isolate the faint background voice in this chaotic clip, the phrase audible is they are inferior, we are just better. This phrasing explicitly links
Yep.
the term inferior
to the
a
competitive
comparison
roleplay
of skill
comparison,
and
exactly.
faction strength, better. Uttering this sentiment privately among teammates is standard morale building, not a targeted slur.
Yep.
However, again, we cannot verify it was Ad-free who said this.
And even if it was, what would it change? What would it matter, right? Like, we don't even need to get hung up on that point, was it ad-free or not. Like, honestly, can I tell you one thing? Leave ad-free fucking alone, dude. Like, just let them be themselves. Just let SVA and everybody be themselves. Like, this is such a nothing burger, dude. With a side of nothing pickles, with a side of nothing lettuce, with a side of nothing onions, and ketchup and mustard and mayonnaise. And I'm cursing out because it's so much of nothing. I don't even have anything in my fucking belly. It's so much nothing. Continuing.
Retroactive evidence hunting. In her messages to Flork, Cha-Cha admitted, I'm going to hunt down the
But now I want a
clips."
pickle.
This statement, made after the accusation was leveled, suggests the conclusion that Ad-free was guilty, was formed before any evidence was actually found. This explains why the eventual proof was a misidentified
I mean, you pulled
clip
a
of
trigger on
different
somebody
person.
that wasn't actually involved, and you didn't actually even know if they were the ones to say it. So, very, very just all around, like, poor argument here made from Cha-Cha.
Unprofessional escalation.
Nothing shag,
Cha-Cha
nothing
claims
burger
she
with nothing
contacted
fries
the
and nothing
SVA
drink.
agency owner, Flork, and he did nothing. This is a misrepresentation. The screenshot of that
Flork did a
conversation
lot.
shows
Standing
Flork
up for his
enforcing
talents.
a
Good for
standard
him.
professional boundary, refusing to allow a personal conflict, where one party has blocked the other,
Yeah, good
to
for
be
Flork.
escalated into management harassment. Flork directed her to respect the block. That matter is settled, rather than validating her attempt to bypass it. Our
I
tag
just-
must
I wanna
use.
say this one more time,
Furthermore,
chat.
the misuse of Ad-free's dedicated art tags to spread these accusations is inappropriate. Art tags are safe spaces
Yeah,
for community
I wish I had a
creativity
screenshot of that
and
part.
should not be polluted with call-out posts.
So in this thread here, chat, Cha-Cha Chilla went on to tag ad-free's art tags as well. So just like really trying to do anything to get their attention and get a public call out, you know what I mean? And I agree that that's not what art tags should even be used for, even with a call out. But I want to add to this as well, chap. Flork is one of the nicest, most professional people I've ever had the pleasure of slightly remotely working with, knowing on a personal level. I could not see in any way, shape, or form, any multiverse that Flork would be unprofessional. Let's continue. So here is Nikita's conclusion. Again, this was the person that dealt with the initial
Conclusion.
problem, which
We
is important.
stand definitively by our investigation. It is unacceptable that a situation defined by manipulated evidence and misidentification has escalated to the point where independent event staff must intervene to correct the public record. We expect all participants to adhere to professional standards, and we will not validate the use of misinformation to target community members or external agency leadership.
So again, very professionally written. Absolutely love this written by Nikita. Looking at his response, very well put together. And this was overall, I think that this was handled very well by him, right? So just reading the ticket here. Hi, Cha-Cha, we're taking the report very seriously, and we are reviewing the matter. We will keep this ticket open while we continue to look into it. Any additional evidence or context you can provide be helpful for our review. Based on our current review, the language used appears to be in-character roleplay directed at the Wilders faction as a whole. This type of faction-based taunting was a permitted and common part of the event, and we have noted examples of it from members of all factions. Our understanding is that this was not intended as targeted harassment against any specific individual. We have also confirmed the person speaking in this clip is another player not ad-free, and was again directed towards Wilder's faction. That said, it is up to your judgment whether or not to make it public, and we recognize that for the next event, we're going to be sure they're more specific with what kind of language is disallowed to avoid any potential inflammatory situations. As this is the first time this team is ransoming, there's going to be issues with potential inexperience, and I hope you understand that. Pointing at Cha-Cha, I would say, because she clearly has no experience, right, in roleplay. Thank you again for bringing this to our attention. As stated, this ticket will remain open. Cha-Cha says, I decided I'm going public with this, and in order to avoid the VTuber who streamed it getting involved, I've zoomed in to not show them.
The YouTube
But then you tag them. I'm going to zoom in on the clip to not have that person that did it involved, but I'm also going to tag them. What? Nah, dude, nah, this ain't it. So, we talked about the event, right? And this was held by Lucia. I know I mentioned that earlier, but I feel really bad that she's had to deal with all this, like, negativity when her event was great. You know, it's just one bad egg. But I want you to say it with me while I take a sip of my drink. You know what happened. The VTuber review motto. Guess what happened, chat? Guess what happened, chat? Not that this should be any surprise. That's right, chat. It got worse. It got worse. So, let's go take a look here. With Yomi actually tweeting out something here very surprising, giving a lot of context to the situation. Yomi goes on to say, oh, hey, it's the person who kept following me around all of Offkai after I told them to stop, and I had to warn security over her. The person who was overstepping my boundaries and touching my arm in comfort over and over when I told them not to touch me, and spoke at me like I was less than them, saying I was so brave for going to Offkai as a trans person rather than talking to me like a normal person. You don't get to play victim when you've hurt and disrespected so many people, and many know about your PL and the terrible things you've done there too, which I mentioned at the start of the segment. All I can do is wish that you find the help you need, step away from the internet, find professional help, and breathe. Maybe the world will be brighter for you one day where you don't find a need to validate your existence by trying to bring others down. Chat, no, this goes on. There are multiple people at Syria. We'll get to that. HR Chan confirming this. Can't convert, she followed Yomi around. Yomi clung to me for a bit during that time for what I can imagine was either protection or just some comfort. But even I was put off by Cha-Cha then. I fucking love you. Yomi. Yomi, I'm so sorry you had to deal with that. On top of that, guys, Apollo from Mythos saying, girl, sit down. You literally blackmailed me, which is, again, what I heard from my context of the side I gave. You literally blackmailed me last year. I can't even go to cons normally because of you. And again, her past life was Bunny Alisu. Watch out. Apollo even dropping a bigger bomb on top of this. So, you know, kind of brace yourselves on this one. It's a little heavy, chat. Apollo going on to say, let me give you more context. Cha Cha Chilla, aka Bunny Alisu. I was nice, respectful, and tried to be a friend at the time. I wanted you to get help. You harassed me and my friends and so many others for years. You have doxed IRL faces' names, bullied, spread lies, and got blacklisted from Mythos for a good reason. I gave them a 10+ page document. Literally, just more and more and more and more. Let me read that again. You've doxed IRL faces' names, bullied, spread lies, and got blacklisted from Mythos. I gave them a 10-page plus document. We didn't give you what you wanted. You did revenge porn. Let me read this again. When we didn't give you what you wanted, you did revenge porn. Every single time I had something awesome happen to me, you got hurt with the excess early on. Literally, I'm just like, You shared it everywhere and people saw that side of me. You took my power just 2 days before TwitchCon, where I wanted to see people for my first time, my first event. I had to listen to so many people saying they were on my side and that they saw it. I didn't want to hear that. I didn't want that. But you didn't stop there. You kept harassing me for months on end because I wasn't flinching in public. You had to make videos, accounts, and spreading it all over Mythos. I didn't feel safe anymore. I assume that's what that probably means. I was so overwhelmed, I couldn't even stream properly because of you. I lost a lot of things and it harmed me. Absolutely fucking diabolical. Yeah, no, it's diabolical. It's fucking unforgivable. Please get away from it. Get away from me. Get away from the Vtuber space. Get away from Apollo. Get away from Yomi. Go away and get fucking help. Nah, dude, no. Absolutely not. Go get help. Literally, go get help. You went from seeking some type of attention and trying to play victim to now getting outed as one of the most evil fucking people in the VTuber community. Nah, get out. Nah, dude. You got problems and you need to address them. And don't do that in our space. Do not do that in our space. Go far away and deal with your problems. Go to, I don't know, go far away to a galaxy where Star Wars exists. I don't care. Like, go away from everybody around here. Leave ad-free, Floric, me, Yomi, my community, everybody VTubing. You need to go get help and you need to actually take responsibility for the things that you've done. So chat, all of this information has come out, right, chat? Very, very heavy stuff. So I'm going to ask you all, before we continue, how do you think that Cha-Cha dealt with this call-out? How do you think that Cha-Cha Chilla decided to address this, chat? Yeah, first we have Adora, now we have this bunny. We have the other bunny from before. Actually, well, let's just say very poorly. Well, let's go take a look here at their response to all of this, chat. And I might crash out, I'm not gonna lie, because when I first read this, I crashed out. But I'm probably gonna crash out again. Cha-Cha listening. I feel so empty. I lost everything, and I really have nobody to blame but myself. I will say, genuinely thought using inferior was bad. But when everybody disagrees with you, it's time to take a step back and reevaluate. I'm not perfect, and I make mistakes. And I will say, I saw Apollo's post. I never doxed anybody, nor did revenge prawn. That's going too far. Please provide evidence. I'm taking a step back from the internet. I feel like I just need to delve deeper into therapy about my impulsiveness and my sadness that turns into anger. I made a very impulsive mistake last night. This is the last time I have access to my phone for a while. I don't know when or if I'll be back. So I want to say this right, chat. Impulsiveness, right? Impulsiveness is where you make a very quick decision very fast. and you mess up, right? But looking at all of the stuff, not even talking about Apollo or Yomi, right? Looking at how they dealt with this situation, this was not just impulsive. You made multiple decisions along the way to be problematic. So I disagree. I'm gonna talk to her right now. It's like, what do I even do? So this is the last time I've accessed my phone for a while. I don't know when or if I'll be back. I'm sorry that it caused drama and sorry to those I hurt. It really feels like you didn't take any accountability about Yomi. You didn't take accountability about Apollo. You're just like, oh, provide evidence. Like, bro, I'm pretty sure that she has plenty of fucking evidence. She just didn't want to put it out there because it's fucking revenge fraud. Like, Decent goes on to say, you never apologized to Addie or Flork. You're trying to dodge responsibility for what you did to Apollo. And to Yomi, this isn't nearly enough, and you're just doing this for damage control. I agree, Desync, 100%. 100%. Yeah, this is more an impulsive, right? You have a history of going to events, making people uncomfortable. You don't respect personal boundaries. You know, you make rules for me, but not for me. Like, yeah, it's not just one mistake, right? It's multiple stuff. So when I read this, right, I was like, okay, well, clearly you need to get some help. And, you know, the stuff going on with Apollo is very, very horrible, very egregious. And surely, chat, it can't get any worse, right? Like, this is where we're gonna leave it, right, chat? Oh no, no. You really thought, didn't you, chat? You really thought, chat. You really thought. Let's pull another Vtuber review because it just got worse. How does it get worse? And all of this shit together is insane. So I do want to add to this before we continue. I really want you all to please go and support all the talents that I mentioned, right? Don't bother her. Don't bother Cha-Cha. Don't harass her. You can block and move on, do whatever you want with it, but do not harass her. Support the people in question that have been affected by this, and that's it. I will say Flork was goated using the dad voice. Bro, I love Flork. About that part too, she showed my DM, so before and after comment out context too, it seemed nice after it was because it was mid-flight home after my first content myself. It's kind of my thoughts still, so I said nice meeting you too, basically. Yeah, here it is. I trust me, I gotta get down there, Yomi. So, but I agree with Decent. It just doesn't feel like that at all, right? So Cha-Cha goes on to say, I didn't stalk Yomi. Even told me she was happy we met and VIP me on her channel after AFK. I've experienced a lot of new things and just kind of lost in awe. First big con, I'm sorry. Cha-Cha says, I know you're fine. Sorry. Yomi, it's okay. I've barely seen the last con. Lots of SVA stuff to do. Cha-Cha says, that's fair. Cha-Cha, you're leaving tonight or tomorrow? Yomi says, super early tomorrow. Bed in a few hours since it's like 3 a.m. Cha-Cha says, oh my god, fair. Yomi's so happy we met. Cha-Cha, same. That doesn't... So, this moment here does not encapsulate how you can feel about somebody later in retrospect. I mean, like, oh, well, they were fine with it then. Dude, you do realize that feelings can change, right? Like, they can look back on your actions and be like, oh my god, that was wrong. So, that's probably exactly what happened. I VIP'd her before Afkai and un-VIP'd her before. I also lied and said I showed her my face, so I'm not allowed to, and never would. Yep, exactly. Later's mid-flight forming my thoughts. Just lies all around, chat. So, no, we're not talking about Filian's mom. We're talking about Cha-Cha Killa. So, let's go take a look, chat, at probably one of the most fucked up parts. Now, I do want to throw this out there, chat. This is still in the speculatory phase. This is a little bit of rumor. I don't have any concrete proof that this is a lie, but it doesn't look good, okay? So, nah, you're fine, Yomi. I appreciate it. So let's go take a look. So Cha-Cha says, I'll be heading up to the hospital soon and won't have access to my phone. And then immediately posts a picture because people don't believe me. So chat, you know, I see this, I'm like, okay, wow. Allegedly, chat, I'm going to say allegedly right now because, again, I don't have a concrete proof, but allegedly, chat, this picture is fake. That is right, chat. It looks as if he is actually stolen a picture and pretending that it is her. So faking hospitalization. Now, I don't need to explain why this is problematic and wrong, and why it's really, really gross to do. Yeah, so like I've seen that stuff. I'm gonna show you my proof of it, and you guys can tell me what you think. Okay, so Coco Rochi goes on to say, this is also the second time you've claimed you're going to the hospital after stirring up shit with people and having to handle the consequences of your own actions. Sorry, but I don't buy it. You've lost any sort of benefit of the doubt. Hope you grow and change. I agree with Coco on this, right?
Reminds me when I was
I
in
agree
the
with that.
hospital, my brother snapped a picture with me and sent it to a girl for brownie points, lol.
So like you see here as well, this has also been community noted. Cha-Cha-Chilla is known for using hospital tweets after being confirmed to be in the wrong in situations. Previously, she'd done this in a situation with Froggy Hoppin, which we are going to look at. I know you're good, Starlight. And since we knew she had this audacity to post a most likely fake image of being at the hospital, like there's no hospital on this earth that will have you fully admitted hooked up in the scrubs within 16 minutes. Oh, wait, is that what the time difference was? Really, was it just 16 minutes? Let me go look. Yeah, it sure was. Holy shit. Yeah, go and look at this. Look, 11:50. And then the original post is made 11:36. Yeah, there's no fucking way, dude. There's no fucking way. You're telling me in 14 minutes? 14 minutes? Nah, bro. Nah, bro. If you've ever been to a hospital, you know it's gonna take a lot of time. Sometimes they make you wait hours upon hours. Nah, dude, no. That's a good indicator as well. Now, maybe that could be explained. Maybe that could be explained. Maybe they didn't tweet that out till right before they checked in, but I'm not really willing to give this person any benefit of the doubt, you know? So let's continue to go look at what people have to say about it. Raya going on to say, this picture's not her. She doesn't have pink dyed hair. Her hair is natural brown, dark blonde mix. Seen what she looked like in Zentraya's off-guy stream, where she heavily self-promoted herself to the point that both Sin and our favorite monarch got uncomfortable. This is a fake pic. So, I mean, maybe she could wear a wig to hide her stuff. I don't know. Here's prior pictures, but I mean, maybe that's explainable. But again, I just like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I don't really give them a benefit of the doubt just because there's so many things pointing to otherwise, right? You know, I don't know about the evidence on this one, so I'm going to read it. But again, this is speculatory. Get a little evidence on this one. But coming from Bowie Chuba, the girl that also made 100 plus alts to stalk, dogs, harass, revenge porn, bully people out of space, to spread lies of it for attention, cause drama to work their way into people's circles as a victim, and got blacklisted from hundreds of agencies and even charity orgs. Funny Lissu, is this really her? Yay, I'm gonna go back to be getting attacked, bullied and harassed, lied about more, etc. I'm so tired of this person constantly making new accounts, new identities to attack people and spread hate. You really should be on a, if you see this person or notice it's them list. Sure, so again, it's just, you're seeing a lot of people step up to talk about this, but now we gotta go look at Froggy, guys. Froggy talking about this situation as well, which I think her experience is very important because she had prior dealings with her past life. So anyway, let's take a look.
I had a run-in with Cha-Cha-Chilla in the past where she actively accused me of removing her on Discord for still being involved with the man that said her without any proof whatsoever. He was my previous manager that I personally spoke out about on Twitter. I warned friends and had her back completely when everything occurred. I simply removed her on Discord as she was super weird towards me and very forceful about a friendship that was non-existent, but she went fully crazy and made a Twitter call-out post. Her post is absolutely BS. She's trying to save face. She never properly apologized to me either after deleting her posts.
You'll walk into a hospital and be like, my arm got chopped off. They'll be like, you can bleed out for a few more hours. Cha-Cha goes on to say, Froggy Hoppins, Missy, you can big tweet about me if you want, but really did block me everywhere suddenly without warning. What was I to do? I thought I had something to do with Sparta, your mod who SA'd me. You say things, you say you removed me due to me asking for things, so that's true. I mean, I'm weird, but I'm not this kind of weird, you know? Well, let's go take a look at even more of what Froggy had to say, and that was even the reason that they distanced themselves from you, right? It was more just you were pushing personal boundaries and you don't respect anybody, right? And we've seen a history of that, so it's
As she
provable.
didn't take my
It's
warning
provable.
as a sign to leave me alone, I'm going to take this a step further. Making these kinds of posts about me simply removing you shows you had malicious intent when
I agree with
DMing
that.
friends about me.
It's like
You were
looking for a
telling them
problem
as
all the
if this
time, and
were
that's
fact
not a
I
friendship.
supported you completely when everything had happened. The reasoning as to
That's
why
not a
I removed
friendship.
you only ever DM'd me when needing, wanting favors, and I found that distasteful. Spam DMing our mutual friends on Discord about me removing you for the reason you were connected to SA is disgusting and completely malicious. Don't bring
I agree.
something like this back up for traction on your socials, and please leave me alone.
I mean, yeah, I feel like cutting somebody in your life because they're survivor abuse, that's clearly not it, right? They're definitely misrepresenting the situation, right? So even more to add to the situation, chat. Kind of like some stories here and there that I just want to throw into the ring here. Raya adds to this as well, talking about their personal experience with Cha-Cha as well. This is a person who seems to know what they look like, so I feel like their experience does have some weight. So let's listen.
My personal experiences Cha-Cha are unfortunately
He
that
turned to
she
write a
treated
doc
me
about
as
you,
someone
bro.
inferior /
Invaded,
below her.
like-
Ironic, isn't it?
like unalive
and tried
baiting?
to use me to get
Bro,
close
that's fucked
to other
up.
bigger tubers that I'm friends with. Every single interaction via Vtuber I had with her was a nightmare. She only spoke of herself, interrupted my every sentence, made every of my personal health issues that she found out about by stalking my socials about herself, told me cancer isn't so bad after all, you still live, and I shouldn't be so emotional about the Tropican brought up, and that I'm so strong for it all. She
Cancer's
eventually
not
would
bad, you
start
lived. What
purposely
the fuck
skipping
is-
me
why would
and
you
many
say that?
others on group
That's
to stream
horrible.
snipe big creators like at Yomi
Bro, I'm
Quinley
in
and
shock.
Celeste. Forgot her at but Pegasus VT Celeste. I know cause I watch those folks streams,
What
and
the
also
fuck,
cause she
dude?
told me herself she's only on Voop to meet the big folks multiple times in the past. Many exchanges fellow creators.
Many exchanges with fellow creators. Also back this experience up with her. And I also know she's been stalking and harassing multiple people at Offkai. If you saw support by that, by Yomi in HR Chan as well.
I usually don't like ganging up on folks, but she has a track history of being nasty and thoughtful to others while hiding
I
behind
told you,
a
I
fake
told you
positivity
guys.
mask and the
This
disability
is like a
pity
fucking
card.
book story.
Anytime PPL
It just gets
call
worse
her
and worse
out,
and
she
worse.
screams ableist and plays the victim.
Yep.
She makes everything about herself and always
And
tries to
a
wrap
problem.
up her rage bait posts as someone being ableist and mean to her when it's nothing.
I do want to say, chat, there's nothing wrong for calling people out when they do bad stuff, right? There's nothing wrong with bringing to attention people that are doing bad things, right? But when you're constantly playing a victim and trying to just get attention from that, that's clearly nefarious,
Now
right?
I find out she's done this on her PL2 and even worse things, down to revenge porn and blackmail. I'm sorry, but this girl needs more than therapy. I genuinely
I'm
hope
so sorry,
you can
Shadow.
get better one day, Cha-Cha, but stay away from the internet and the PPL on here. None of us deserve
Yep.
your awful treatment. Peace
Yep.
out.
Just go get help and leave us all alone, dude. Nirin goes on to add to this as well, saying it's really ironic that she says all this shit about being beneath others when she being asked in my chat, call me an ugly bratz doll all the time and get offended when I would skip around boop chat from bad vibes, but go off, I guess, Cha-Cha. So a little bit more of a personal kind of add in there, but I felt like, again, anything adds weight to it. However, chat, this one here is really fucked up. So if you're still with me, guys, actually, you know what? Let's do a clinker check. Actually, guys, did you know that Twitch thinks that you're a clinker? That's right. Twitch thinks that you're a bot. So if you want to prove that you're not an oil guzzling bot, make sure that you type 1 in my chat to prove to Twitch that you're not a bot, and also that you're listening. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know why Twitch does this, man. They just love to, like, yeah, everybody here's a fucking bot. Beep boop bop. Beep boop beep. Anyway, Juzo going on to say, now knowing you're bunny, I got a lot to say. You stalk my friends, dox them, spread misinformation, and play victim. Not to mention, back at TwitchCon Vegas, You invite yourself to a friends-only dinner. This is what I was referencing earlier, chat. When my group mix your meds with soju, and then say my friends abandon you. That's some very strong claims, chat. Very strong claims. However, you know, I read this, right? And I think Juzo's really upstanding guy, really great. You know, I've seen him a lot of collabs. He seems like very upstanding guy, but you know, I'm kind of like, you know, with anything, right? I'm kind of like, I have doubts, and it's nothing against Juzo. You know, just anything I read, I take with a grain of salt, right? Well, then Vexoria backs up this story, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, it's absolutely true. Vex says, I was there for that, and yes, it did happen, and spent the majority of the time in the car trying to pressure me to add her to Discord, and I told her no, LOL. Again, anything I read, chat, I take it with a grain of salt, but for Vex, of all people, to step up and be like, yeah, this is true. Damn, bro. One of the most trustworthy people, I would say, in the world when it comes to VTubing, absolutely. So, holy shit, chat. Another person added into this as well. So, I'll give you my thoughts. I'll give you my thoughts here. You know, I said this whole thing was blown way down proportion. It wasn't about disabilities. It was about RP, about something totally different. And it feels like it was being used as a weapon against other collaborators. If you're unfamiliar with RP stuff, triggered by certain things or don't want to play out certain scenarios, communicate with your collaborators, right? You're responsible for your own mental health, but obviously this is just about the RP stuff. Everything else after that is just, I mean, all of it's inexcusable, right? In the grand scheme with all the context. So I think Flork, of course, wraps this up very well. Flork goes on to say, okay, folks, we deeply appreciate the support. The matter is done and over with now. There's no need to continue with it. Let's not tell someone to KYS, let's lower the temperature. I agree. What's done is done, and the matter is over. I wish it didn't get to the point where it is, but it is what it is. I wouldn't wish anyone getting to a mental breaking point. Cha-Cha, I don't know what drove you to all this, but get the help you need and move on. You can't keep doing this stuff in public, getting backlash when people defend themselves, and then get to this point. I forgive you for the events from yesterday, even though me or ad-free were not directly mentioned in your apology. You really need to evaluate if this stuff is right for you. Good luck. I think with the full context of knowing all the horrible things that they've done, I think Flork's message is very well intentioned for what was about the first topic, but now that we've got all the other context as well, this person needs to separate from our space. They need to get help. They need to address their problems. And some of these things are just straight up illegal, right? Revenge porn. I mean, that's illegal, chat. One thing is good to see the entire community does know how to identify bad egg. You know, it does take very weird situations for the community to come together. But I will say everybody literally on this one
Twitch, the
straight up came together and said, nah, this is fucked up.
Not the
You know?
Navy.
Everybody came up and said, nah, bro, you were the wrong on this. So at least we do see everybody come together, even though it's not for the best reason. The community did come together on this one. So chat, how do you feel about it? What's your thoughts? Let me know how you feel about all this. I think I'm going to give it TLDR on this whole situation, right? So, you know, when you have an issue, and you are wanting to resolve it, right? You don't skip to immediately calling up. You also check the information and make sure it's the right fucking person. And then you attempt to make it right. And if you can't do that, yes, then you can maybe go to the next step. But for the fact that you went from doing this, got called out for it, and now you've been outed as a person who did horrible stuff in their past life, horrible stuff in your current life. You've been outed as somebody that did revenge porn and all of these horrible things to others. This really shows that, number one, you can't escape your past and rebrand to get away with it. But number two, if you're going to try to play victim like this and not actually try to, you know, work with somebody or call them out for a legitimate reason, it's never going to go the way you want it to. It's never going to go the way you want it to. Gotcha, absolutely. Pick off your outfit. Okay, 500 subs. Specifically from you, though. Yeah, specifically from you. Like, I ain't taking out my clothes for free, bro. She needs to stay off the internet, search for help. Yep. Yeah, I agree. I agree as well. TLDR, just on this chat. If you have a problem, actually, like, have a real problem and, like, don't try to use it as a way to weaponize. Actually try to attempt to resolve a problem, right? But as far as everything else goes with these horrible things against Apollo and Yomi and everyone else, guys, I really hope you will support them and give them some love. So, because they certainly deserve your support out of this really, really bad situation. So, yeah, I mean, it's same here, Liz. I did dig through the fucking ancient archives, the fucking like library of Vtuber Alexandria, you know, like to find some of this shit. So, wow, what a story, chat. I mean, when it started, I know a report on it, right? But it just kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of stories like this in a long time. This feels like Amaryllis Blue, you know, like so many lies, so much information, weaponizing people and their intention. It's sad, guys. I really hope that we can continue to be much more professional, and treat each other with respect, but also at the same time, like, if you're gonna call somebody out, and this will actually segue perfectly for me, if you're gonna call somebody out, chat, you better sure as hell be 100% that you're right about it. Because if you're not, you have to own that. And sadly, Cha-Cha did not take any steps to do that.
And everyone like her, clout goblin hypocrites, who try and fabricate crap to cancel others, while they themselves are a far, far worse monster than they make others out as. R.I.P. Bozo, may her curry rest in piss.
Cha-Cha children, yeah. I mean, like, Noctis, I guess, like, I don't wish any harm towards this person, but I do wish that they will get help, you know? I really, really hope so. Again, if you're gonna talk shit about somebody like this, like, at least get the fucking person right, you know? But ultimately, it does not excuse all of the really, really horrible things that they did. Really horrible things. Talking about how cancer, well, you're alive, so it's not that bad. Like, just not a good person in general. I don't know, Daniel, you know, Elara freaks out sometimes. So, that is the story, guys, of Cha-Cha Chilla. Definitely a wild story. Definitely a very wild story. My heart goes out to everybody affected, especially Yomi, especially Apollo. Lucia, who ran the event, I hope that you don't let this discourage you, even for a moment. This is just one bad person, right? I know a lot of people had a great time in the event, so don't take people personally. If you're a streamer, you're still going to be treated as a viewer. A little more respect. I appreciate that, but I'm just glad everybody's doing okay. I hope Adfree's okay. I've talked to Flork. I hope Flork's okay. It's just fucked up, chat. It's fucked up. So, again, if you're going to talk shit about somebody, you better make sure that you got a good reason for it. And that is actually going to be my segue, chat, into my next topic, where I have been called out by another VTuber. I'm gonna stretch really quick before we get into this. Because again, not only is this personal for me, but if you're gonna talk shit about somebody, you better make sure that you got something to actually back it, right? So, yeah, no, faking hospitalization is like beyond fucked up. Yeah, exactly. Like people have to experience that stuff all the time, right? Whether they're going for treatments
lost count
or
how many times this
whatever,
year
right?
alone we saw the most ugly side of the Vtuber sphere.
Yeah, it's sad deception. This year has been. It's been a year. It's been a year. So, guys, let's go take a look here. Particular post that was made by a streamer named Kayo. And Kayo made a post here called
If
Free
people got beef with
Blacklist.
others, then why not do the adult thing and take it to private messages?
I agree. I mean, so here's the thing. I think there's a point where it does need to go to DMs, and I think there's a point where sometimes you gotta put it out there publicly. It just depends, right? There's obviously nuance in that, right? But anyway, Kayo goes on to tweet out Free Blacklist. Now, this post got deleted, but luckily we have a picture of it here. So let's go take a look at what's going on. And here it is. Free block list. And this was the person that made the tweet here. Hmate B. Now let's go look at some of the people, right? I mean, I think like Invented is on there, Tech Tone, Powder, you know, I mean, maybe some people, Rev, you know, controversial people, maybe people you don't like. But let me ask you a question. Why the fuck is Muujin, Rosie Belmu, Rima, Tomo, and myself? These are just some of the people on the list, right? I'm just pointing out a few. Why am I on this list? Why are some of the other people on this list? They're not even, dude, Tomo was like, not even fucking controversial. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Legal mindset? Like, I know some people have controversy, right? And if, like, you're a news tuber, oh, you're automatically controversial,
Rima
right?
deserves to
But-
be on the list. She's a horse.
Oh, okay, all right. So here's what I want to talk about, chat. Normally, I would not talk about this stuff, right? I can turn the other cheek. I've had so many people talk shit about me, and I look the other way. I do it, right? But this right here, chat, I'm not going to, and I'm going to tell you why. There's two reasons. So number one, this is a large creator, right? They're about my size. I would say actually they might even be bigger. But as a large creator, right? You have a larger voice, and because of that, whether you want it or not, you have a responsibility. And when you
Not a fan of
misuse
this
that
guy.
voice,
I don't hate him. I
You're
just
gonna be
think
held
he can
accountable.
be too egregious about taking a freaking highlighter to bad actors, like
Sure.
Gossip Girl on mode 24/7.
I'm going to say this again. When you are a larger creator, you have a larger voice whether you want it or not. And now you have more of a responsibility because what you say and do and the words that you say matter a ton. So for you to go free block list and include me on it, why? Why would you say this about me? Do you have something to back it? Why would you say something about Tomo? Why would you say something about Rima? Why would you say something about tons of creators on here? If you say free block list and you mean everybody on this list needs to be blocked, which by the way, chat, they haven't even blocked half these people on this list. So if you say free block list, then why haven't you blocked half of these people? You haven't blocked me? I could go onto your account right here. If it's a free block list, then why haven't you blocked me? But on top of this, chat, I want to prove to you why what people have to say matters and why responsibility matters in this space. You cannot talk badly about a person unless you 100% know that they have done something bad. So here is a person that was underneath their post named Gabby, right?
Rima
And I took this
rejected me
screenshot,
one
so
too
this
many
comes from me.
times. I put her on the list.
Right? So Gabby goes on to say, recognizing many VTubers here from being canceled all the time back with update, a good handful of them already blocked. So chat, I took this screenshot, right? This person has blocked me. You can see this by how it is faded. And again, nothing towards Gabby. I don't have any comment to add to this, right? But this shows you undeniable proof that the things that they have said, free block list, shows a cause and an effect. This person has blocked me. Whether it be from this post or maybe from the past, I'll never really know, right? But this does show a correlation of what you say has shown and now evolved into an actual action by an actual user. You know what I mean? You are a
The
larger
Kyle guy is a
creator.
fool. However, Mateb, who made the original list, made it saying it was cool and also people who he watches.
You are a larger creator. You have a responsibility to be better than this. You know the stuff that you say matters. If you're going to put this shit out there, then you need to be able to back it 100%. Otherwise, don't say it. How is this whole thing a free block list unless every single person on here that you can, number one, prove, and number two, is actually problematic? Otherwise, don't say it. Why would you say this? If not every person is actually problematic, why would you say this? And even on top of that as well, chat, if you look in their posts on here, shit, I don't think I have the link to that. Hold on, let me look at this. Damn, I think I lost the part. They had a thing where it was, they said, like, they didn't know everybody on this list anyway, so, but I'll pull you up something here. Yeah, like, Mujin's on the list. Yeah, he said somewhere on here that not everybody is, you know, they don't even know what they did, right? Like, so why would you retweet? I'm sorry I don't have that tweet, chat. If you find it, let me know. I thought I saved it, but I even like these other comments here where it's like, you know, Kaio says like this, Sylvie's like, this is Sylvie Spark, by the way, so you already know, but Sylvie's like, bro, if you told me Elara be on the same list as Griggs back in 2021, I'd have pissed myself. And Kaio's like, she's probably the least weird one on the list. Then if I'm the least weird one, by your own words, why did you tweet this out and why did you say this? If I'm the least weird one, then why don't you keep it that way and just shut your mouth? You didn't need to say anything about this. But dude, I'm not gonna sit here and let you talk shit about me without like an actual reason. And I'm not gonna let you talk shit about other creators that are on here as well that also haven't done anything. Oh, you got it? Okay, thank you. Yeah, here, let me pull that up, thank you. This is the other one as well where they say free block list. I don't know everybody in the photos, so I can't say they're all bad, but based on the majority of the type of people that are on there, I can tell what they're trying to do. Then why did you tweet it? Why did you retweet this? I have proven right here by this person right here that what you say is damaging other creators. This person has blocked me, they blocked other people. You are damaging other people with your baseless accusations. Yeah, dude, you are a big enough creator to know better. And if you don't know better, then get somebody to run your social media for you, because this ain't it, dude. So again, I want to remind you all, do not attack anybody. You can do whatever you want. Whether you want to block, move on, never engage, whatever. But this was brought across my table, and I said, you know what? There's a lot of times where, again, I'll turn the other cheek, and I don't care. But for this, nah, dude, I'm not. Especially when there's people that are actually taking action with your baseless accusations and words. We're better than this, chat, and I will continue to fight this fight, and I will continue to preach this. We're better than this. We're better than generalizations. We're better than making baseless accusations. If you're gonna say something, back it up. If you have something that you have a problem with, be specific. Because now we've gone from the cha-cha, killer stuff, where they couldn't even get who the person was that was wrong, to now this person making baseless accusations. And like, if you have a problem with some of the people, why did you retweet it? Why did you put it out there? If it's some of the people, if allegedly I'm the least weird one, then why did you retweet it? I just don't understand, dude. I don't understand. You are literally, if I looked correctly, you are the same size, if not bigger than I am. You know better, and if you don't know better, make changes so that way somebody can run your social media, because that is just unacceptable. I'm sorry. I'm gonna pop off a little bit, but that's not cool. Absolutely not cool. Radius says they're all bad. It's a massively cheap statement you have. They're gonna throw that around them. I mean, back it up. Otherwise, be kind exactly. Like, what? Why did you retweet that? There was no reason to do that. Absolutely no reason to. But like, bro, what has Rima done? What is like Tomo done? Bro, Tomo. Like, there's. I just don't understand. I don't understand, dude. I've just got all the mouses, Elara. I hope you're having a amazing day. Thank you. I mean, like, I'm the least weird one that deserved to be blocked, but I'm not blocked. Yeah, because again, free block list. Why am I not blocked them? Why haven't you blocked me? Like you say one thing, you don't even do that, and then you backtrack on what you're gonna say. Like, if we're gonna talk shit, at least have a reason, like, or make up a good lie or something. Like, come on. I just don't know, dude. I just don't know, dude. So, again, I don't want you to bother this person. I'm very adamant on the fact that if I find you harassing somebody, you're done. I will not accept that stuff in my community. And I've absolutely taken action on that before. So don't go and do that. But I'm not also gonna sit around and take strays from larger creators like that when it's completely unfounded. And your words have now actually caused people to start unfollowing and block these people with baseless accusations. Are some of these people on here, in my opinion, questionable people that I disagree with? Absolutely. But you're making a very strong generalization that has had now an effect on other people. And I'm sorry, I think that that's wrong, especially as larger creators yourself. So I hope that you do better. I'm not going to be posting this on Twitter. You know, I hope you hear this and I hope you do better. That's it. All right, let's talk about the streamer awards, Jack. I want to move on to something a little bit happier. Let me kill some of my tabs here. And you know, I don't even know everything about every creator on that list. You know, like I know some of it. I don't know all of it though. Like if somebody's like I don't know. There's something wrong with legal mindset. I don't think so. But I mean, if you got some proof, send it my way. You know, I just don't know. Nah, Panther. The most mad I've ever been was definitely during the Under the Tea segment, but I tried not to show it. I'm sorry, but you don't see the issue here? What do you mean? Yagi, what's up? Streamer awards and half years. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna talk about the drama surrounding it. We're gonna talk about the VTuber section of it today. You know what I mean? I mean, like, I don't want to say that socialist. I'm not here to talk shit about him because I don't know him. That's not what I'm doing. You know, I don't know anything about him. Why would I talk badly about him? You know, but I will call out his actions. But I do think actions speak louder than words. So let's continue here, chat. I do want to talk about the streamer awards and all of the VTuber stuff. I just think you're taking what? Taking my meds? Yeah, I took my meds earlier. Yeah, some of the more innocent streamers being on par with the controversial one is stupid. It makes, yeah, you're taking it too personally. I mean, that's fine if you feel that way. Again, I just showed that people are actually blocking over it, so, but I mean, you're entitled to your opinion. I think you should be allowed to stand up for yourself when there is proof. But yeah, pop off, dude. I mean, you're allowed to your opinion. I'm allowed to mine too. So, on other news, let's talk about the streamer awards, and I do want to talk about specifically this stuff here with the VTubers as part of the VTuber awards. So, announcing the nominees for best VTuber did go here to Chibidoki, Iron Mouse, Kenji, Morikalai P, and the Burnt Peanut. Now, I gotta tell you guys, I did not know Burnt Peanut at all. I've seen like a little bit of stuff here and there, but I decided to go check him out, and they certainly qualify as a VTuber. They've actually been popping off like crazy, dude. Crazy. So here are your top best VTubers for the Streamer Awards. So congratulations to all of them as well. On top of that too, we did get a VTuber in the best FPS category, and of course that also goes to Burnt Peanut, who definitely is mostly FPS stuff. Yeah, they are really funny. So VTubers getting some categories in here. Of course, also chat, even bigger, Iron Mouse and Connor getting voted for the best streaming duo, which is amazing. So congrats to them. I really hope they win. However, of course, chat, we can't have good things without some people trying to cause some type of issue, right? And let's go take a look here, because this is the second time now that Aiden Ross wants to pitch a fit about how Iron Mouse should not be considered for an award. So Aiden says Iron Mouse should be considered for best friend duo with Sea-Dog when nobody knows if Iron Mouse is a guy. He's probably flirting with a man. So, well, number one, why would it matter? And number two, fuck you, you're stupid. Let's take a look at the clip.
No disrespect, I've never... How can
no disrespect. That's always a good start to a sentence.
We sit together, brother. It's a robot. It's a
It's a robot.
Did you put it in? I couldn't feel it.
Yeah, I put it in.
Okay.
How the fuck is Iron Mouse a robot?
This guy, bro, listen. He's probably flirting he's probably flirting with a man, bro. Yo, we don't even know if Iron Mouse is a man or not. I'm not even joking, bro. Los and Wad is a father and son, a wholesome father and son friendship, bro. That's just my take, bro. How are they?
Why would it invalidate them as a best streaming duo, even hypothetically if that was the case? And we already know Iron Mouse is a woman. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Another horrible fucking take. A little tourist behavior. But guys, I do want to remind you all, you know, last year, and I'm glad Toledo tweeted this out, because that'll be real, I forgot about this. Toledo actually tweeting out, fun fact, Aiden Ross pulled this exact last thing last year when Iron Mouse broke Tyson that sub record. He's now doing it again when Iron Mouse and Sea-Dog got nominated for Best Streaming Duo. Aiden Ross says a grown man is role-playing as Iron Mouse in response to her breaking Kaisenat's all-time Twitch sub record. So, what is your obsession, dude? Like, what is your obsession with people being more successful than you? Why can't you let people take their W's? Absolutely horrible, dude. Absolutely horrible. No, I agree, Siri, but it's just like, why can't we let people be happy for what they are? Yeah, just jealous. Just jealousy. So I hope that you will vote for Iron Mouse. You know, I'm a little biased, but I really hope you will. Of course, in other news, guys, for the Streamer Awards, Gamer of the Year goes to Burnt Peanut is a VTuber in that category as well. Best Content Organization, no surprise here. By any means am I surprised. Going here to Hololive under the Best Content Organization. That's amazing. Big W for them. Of course, also under Creative Arts. We also have Rose Doodles going under Best Creative Arts Streamer. So big congrats to her. VTubers representing out here, chat. And of course, Content Creator of the Year. Kind of a one I wasn't even expecting. Like, that really just came out of nowhere. And this one goes to that is not the link, bro. Goes to of course these 5 amazing creators. Let's take a look.
The year are Hedral, Kai Sanat, Moist Critical, Sakura Miko, and the Burnt Peanut.
So we got Burnt Peanut and Sakura Miko rocking it for Content Creator of the Year. Bro, I did not see Miko actually getting in there. That's amazing. Let's fucking go, Miko. I love that. Let's fucking go. So we got 2 VTubers in the top for Content Creator of the Year. Yeah, Miko and Charlie is a tough choice, but what I thought was really funny was Miko was actually just as surprised about the nomination. Let's go take a look. Miko's like, what the fuck? No, I love it. Miko's so talented. You know? So talented. She deserves it. He's just like, knowing how the awards go, I just didn't see that coming.
収録の準備をしてて、もうエゴサとかする暇なくて、収録中の合間にエゴサをしたら、なんとみんながお祝いしてくれていたんですよね。みこちすごいおめでとう。
Yeah, congrats to Miko, seriously.
それがこちらです。わー！コンティニューと国オブザイヤー。
She's so cute.
ボーテ
I'm just so happy for her. You know, it wasn't what I expected, but it's a happy surprise.
これ何これすごい。何これ。なんか知らんかったけど、これすごい。わー。
Wow! I love her, dude. She's so fucking funny.
すごいゲームなんか。
Let me get a wow! She has my vote after the wow. God, I love her. She's so funny.
世界的ゲーム賞ザ・ゲーム・アワーズ、クリエイター部門にノミネート、ホロライブが2年連続ということでね、
Oh, Hololive always cooking, actually. Oh yeah, vote guys, vote! Oh, I just love her. Mika was so much fun. She's so cute. I just want to like fucking like hug her, you know? So please vote for Miko or of course the VTuber side if you want to. I mean, you know, I'm a little biased, but we do love our VTubers around here. So that is a perfect segue to talk about what is going on with Hololive. So of course, chat, let's talk about some fun stuff. So Yuki Lamy actually performed her 3D birthday concert. This happened about 4 days ago. So if you want to go and look at it, it is up. Tons of guests. You know how live concerts always absolutely cooking. So happy late birthday to her. Also on top of this, guys, Aski did her solo live as well from the arena. And here you can see a little bit of that. Yeah, we were kind of waiting on the solo live event, so again, looks really awesome. Big congrats to her. I mean, dude, that shit is full, dude. So there it is. Aski, cooking as always. Of course, also chat. Hololive Indonesia just celebrated with a big concert as well for their 5th anniversary, the Chromatic Future event. And here's a picture from that event itself. Looked like it was an amazing time. I think I got a clip or two. Let me double check. Yeah, here it is. I feel like Hololive Indonesia is slowly cooking more and more every year. Alright, see you. Have a good one, Tipper. Yeah, looks to be awesome, chat. So there's what's been going on with Hololive's concerts recently. Of course, Hakui just debuted their brand new outfit. And here's that costume reveal. Looks amazing. What do you guys think about it? I love the detail on it. Like, I'm just gonna say this now, no hate intended, but Ninja Sanji literally can never. Like, this looks so good. They always do so amazing. Of course, also we gotta check in here with Mori Calliope. Mori Calliope actually is partnering with Nakajima Kento. If you don't know who Nakajima is, they are a very, very, very big Japanese singer, actor, voice actor, television personality. But they're going to be teaming up to release a brand new song in just 2 days. So this is absolutely a huge, huge collab, chat. Like, especially overseas, this is like a huge, huge deal. So I'm trying to think of like a states comparison. I don't know if I really have one. I guess it would be like, maybe like Mori Calliope did a collab with Sabrina Carpenter. Like, that's the best way I can put it. So, really, really a huge collab for Mori as well. So, big congrats to her. Now, guys, don't forget tomorrow is the Holo Day. That is right. Literally, the Hololive Day. Yeah, kind of like that pin from. So, you guys can celebrate coming up tomorrow with the Twitch and Hololive Takeover. Our exclusive emotes to go with that as well. So, looks really, really cool. Yeah, I know we talked about that last week, which was awesome. Of course, they are going to be doing a very big Among Us collab as well. If you want to tune in for that, it looks like it goes down at 2 p.m. GMT, 8 a.m. EST. So quite early tomorrow, but pretty cool. So very, very nice. So go give the Hololive talents a little bit of love. In other news, guys, I want to talk about a particular VTuber named Asamiya. Now, who is Asamiya? Asamiya is this very cute little VTuber here that is part of React. They started not that long ago. I want to say like 2 months ago, maybe. So why are we talking about them today, chat? What is the reason for bringing up this VTuber? Well, I didn't know you could be suspended for this, but chat, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get suspended. So let me tell you what's going on with Asamiya. Asamiya is one of the new members of React, as I told you. They were actually been suspended for the rest of this year, chat. Why is that? Well, apparently she got mad at one of her viewers' messages through a super chat or like a donation, and she started insulting them. And later she forgot to end that stream. I can be heard off of the microphone, like in the distance, complaining about the viewer to somebody else. So yeah, she literally said and insulted her viewers And because of that, she actually got suspended from React for the rest of the year. So, chat, I think I'm pretty cooked because I tell you guys fuck you all the time. So, fuck, dude, I'm cooked. But nah, I think when you're an agency, you have to be a little bit more professional. Sometimes it depends on certain things, certain nuance. But obviously they were not okay with that, and she got suspended over that, chat. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. In other news as well, guys, Vtuber is actually doing something really cool. I wanted to mention this to you. So I don't actually know if it's men's mental health month. Some people said it is, some people said it isn't. But regardless of that fact, VTuber agency Vtuber, you can actually donate to...
not to mention the Suicide Squad anime ending too.
Okay, thanks, elara. You can actually donate to men's mental health charity for free. All you gotta do is watch these videos. And all of these videos' revenue will be donated to charity for men's mental health. So today is actually Men's Day. I was gonna mention that too. It's International Men's Day as well. So I think this is a great way to go and show support. And it's just watch the videos, guys. All the revenue goes to a charity. So I think that's incredible. So happy birthday, Persona! Oh my God, congratulations! Happy birthday, you're old. And let's go take a look here at some indie VTuber news. Now, I know that I had a little up and down with Invented. You guys remember Invented, right? When we were talking about the Cure stuff. I skipped over one of Invented's links. I don't think he's the most trustworthy person when it comes to like takes and news, but that's just my opinion, right? And you can feel differently if you want about it. So anyway, I skipped that link. I shouldn't have done that. And we talked about that. However, this to me is absolutely fucking wild. I don't even know what to say about this chat. So I'm just gonna read it and I'll let you come to your thoughts about it. So permaban going, okay, but why don't you have better things to do with your time than pretending to be your own hater? You make hundreds of posts daily. Yes, is. At this point, I suspect you spend every waking moment of sight if you haven't already. And Binted goes on to say, I am not joking. Al Binted is me. So there was he made another account called Al Binted where he would like make fun of himself and also do, I think, like kind of like far-sided political posts. So it was kind of like the opposite of some of the things that he would post. Here to fact check that coverage. Thread carefully. Okay, but Al Binted is me. I made a parody account on myself to see how easy it was. The answer was incredibly easy. Griggs retweeted me constantly, and I got follows and likes from Tectone and Chibi within days. Like, I'm just like, why? Like, what? Why would you? What? Like, don't you have like other stuff to do? Like, bro, I know I don't have that type of time. I mean, like, is it like some kind of social experiment? Like, I don't. Maybe I'm just too dumb to understand. I just like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, imagine if you spent that time doing something really positive, right? Like, sharing some cool stuff that VTubers do, right? Talk about events or debuts or other things like that. I don't know. It's very odd, but I wanted to point it out because a few days ago, this was certainly making the rounds. So come to your own decision of what you feel about that, chat. I just wanted to share it with you. Very interesting. In other news, guys, Made Mint is launching. I told you guys. Back last week on Friday, I told you guys. Made Mint is officially launching a group with the Lost Bishoujo Idol Generation. Here we go, guys. It is called Denetsu.exe. And this is the new group. Let's take a look. This is awesome, dude. Yeah, fuck you, Gunrun. Been out here killing it. Good for her. Yeah, apparently he's a DoorDash driver. He was like spotted. Yeah, it sounds so good. Yeah, he ran away on the yacht. Not that he just on the yacht, his own yacht. Very, very exciting to see all this come together for them. And of course, this does start in just 2 days. So huge congratulations to this group of amazing, amazing talents. So let's go take a look here at their debut stuff coming up. Of course, they go on this. They save the date. Their debuts will kick off next week, which is just in 2 days. Submit is at 3 p.m. on the 21st. Phoebe is at 4 p.m. on the 21st. And Victoria is at 5 p.m. on the 21st. And then a big group collab the following days. So I know that they had a lot of things stolen away from them. So they so deserve this, dude. They so deserve this. On top of that, guys, they did get a Macros Delta composer to do a composition and help with the lyrics for at least their debut single. I don't really understand the gravity of that. That must be a pretty big group, but I didn't want to mention it to you because I think some of you would know what that is. So very, very cool. So congratulations to them on that. I mean, that's absolutely huge, chat. And of course, Myth goes on to explain the current situation and what our plans are moving forward. So let's take a listen.
Say hi, and things have happened.
What
if you
is
didn't catch
it,
the
Nick?
Twitter space, and you're like, "What the heck
What
is
is
this
Macros
debut?"
Delta?
And
Oh, to
then
animate.
said to
Okay.
dot
Oh, so they got an anime composer to write. That's sick.
EXE, what is this? Vicky
Yeah, I
will
looked
be
it up. I kept getting
debuting
weird stuff, so I was like,
completely
okay.
new. It's her actual debut, so you know, I'm the less important one. The other two debut, but not me. So it's more like an introduction to Minto, reintroduction. It is a group debut. The short version is the group that I was going to debut with. We decided to move forward with it. We're having some help backing, but we are still indie. We're not corpo or anything. I just have a manager now, which is kind of nice. Underground idol group. That is probably
Myth
the
deserves
best
the
way to
world for
put
real.
it.
She went through so much
But,
shit, you know.
It's just the three of us. We're just gonna do our best and try and do cool things together. Things are still gonna be pretty same for like all the content that I do. Just probably more like, hopefully more shows, hopefully more opportunities. Yeah, it's Steiner managing the three of us. Steiner is Phoebe's manager. He's been very nice and very helpful.
Steiner's
Is it
pretty
actually
nice, I
just
won't lie.
Steiner? We do have a small team, but like Steiner is like our main manager, which is kind of insane. Steiner's a legendary localizer. I know, it's crazy, right?
Very, very, very big congrats to them. I'm just, what the fuck is this? Goon Apocalypse? What, you mean my stream? Nah, this is awesome. I'm so excited for her and everybody else involved in this. So we'll be on the lookout. Of course, I'll let you know how that debut goes. Coming up on Sunday. In other news, guys, let's go take a follow-up here with Ravy. You guys remember we talked about Ravy doing that big public call-out that was kind of like not really needed? Well, they did give a follow-up here. So Ravy saying, I'm going to delete this post first because I also like the fact that that guy's name is in there. This was the person that was comparing them to Silvervale, right? So we talked about this on Friday if you want to look at that coverage. But a second, because at this point, Twitter is doing the usual thing of Twitter feeding into drama. Wasn't a drama check. It was more being pissed than usual for the Your Copy comments. After 4 years, I'm wearing the same colors. I mean, I could see that. Yes, I've been mean and not exactly kind. Might also targeted someone unintentionally because I didn't read back on who I answered to at the time. And my answers after the same answer popped up, unable to understand that, yes, being called constantly a copy of someone isn't the best compliment. And some people would like to avoid that. It definitely was the wrong course of action, but I'm not going to step back on it and say it didn't happen. It happened, and it's a lesson for the future. I think they're taking it in stride, which is good. I think it's time we can all move on. I take this lesson sometime close to SAP when you're overwhelmed. I will be going back doing my stuff, and glad for the people who went past this one single moment of weakness and check me on Twitch to see that know my content is always mean girl 24/7. Also want to give a thank to my friends community that know in a difficult situation I am in this period of time and still try to understand and lead me on a better way and ask me to take care of myself. I'll try to do that now. So again, I feel like they made a mistake. It wasn't like you're the worst person ever. Hey Malfina, how are you? I think that they did make a positive stride forward, and that's good to acknowledge. I don't think everything needs to be drama, right, chat? Not everything needs to immediately be blown up without trying to resolve it in the background. Chill out. Sorry, I had a coughing fit. That was really weird, chat. I don't know where that came from. But anyway, yeah. Not everything needs to be made into this big drama. And I'm glad Ravy kind of understood that. So, and took it in stride. So, sorry guys, coughing fit, you know. In other news, Mousy also, yeah, no, I gotta tell you guys, that whole thing she did not need to make in a drama, but I'm glad that a lot of people are coming forward and talking about the past life and everything else, because that kind of stuff did need to be called out. In other news, guys, Iron Mouse just raised a bunch of money for the Immune Deficiency Foundation and now has a global Twitch emote. That is huge. That is huge. From what I have heard, when I checked, this emote is permanent as well, which is insane. And they did raise a good chunk of money as well during this event. So again, a global Twitch emote. Yeah, there it is. There it is. So of course, Iron Mouse says, my community never ceases to amaze me. Thank you so much for raising over 40K for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Thank you so much for supporting me and the cause I'm so passionate about. I love you guys. Enjoyed the new global emotes created by the talented Cthulhu. Donate plasma. So you love to see it. Mousy kicking ass, as always. Of course, guys, I do also want to add just here as well, you know, Twitch doing something really cool. But let's talk about how Twitch is also doing something really shitty. So this seems like a good idea, right? Twitch tuning out. It's Vtuber week, and we're celebrating the cutest virtual animal cyborgs, human hybrids, demon queens, and everything in between. Between now through to November 20th for all the VTubing madness. Now, all right, Twitch, I hear you. I see that you're putting out stuff on here. You know, VTuber week is really great. I love that. I just, you know, I have a teensy itty bitty problem. Number one, where did you announce this? Number two, where is the opportunities for VTubers to be highlighted? And number three, can we start talking and address the fact that you systematically have a problem with VTubers by constantly banning us for entire issues that you continue not to address, and you clearly have a bias on how you ban us constantly? Yeah, can we address that? You know, I mean, it's great. I love the VTuber week. Ooh, shiny, wonderful. But can we really talk about the systematic problems that you've caused for content creators that are VTubers? So let's go take a look here at their community notes, because yes, chat, they did get community noted. Twitch is a sustained culture of discrimination against VTubers with disproportional strict rules on attire, arbitrary bans without explanation, and recently thrown away gifts left for VTubers by fans at TwitchCon 2025. So again, I'm really happy that you're doing this. You know, good for you, but I would rather you just not do this and address some of the other issues, right? Can we talk about the gifts? Can we talk about attire issues? Can you work with us in a transparent manner, right? Because I'll tell you, we did have a little bit of momentum, chat. We had the Twitch Creator Club, right? We had the VTuber Creator Club. Stuff was moving, right? And then all of a sudden, everything just fucking fell apart. And we never got that level of transparency again. And we never got actual resolutions to our issues. Look, I understand that things take time and things are difficult. I get that. I am understandable. Coming from a professional background, I get stuff takes time, but how long are we going to sit here and say, oh, well, we're working on it. Oh, it's going to happen. Oh, we're going to do better. Where is the line? When do you start doing better? When do we get to see that? When do you put action behind your words? That's all I want. I'm only holding Twitch accountable to literally do the bare minimum. That's it. Be more specific about attire stuff. If we have issues with attire stuff, what is it in particular? Be transparent. We want to work with you to make stuff better. Help us help you. Help me help you. Help you help me. You know, like, just talk to us. You know, we want to know what's going on. We want to make positive change in our space, but it doesn't feel like you want to make positive changes in our space when you ban us for arbitrary reasons, throw away our gifts at TwitchCon. You know what I mean? Like, we just want the basic bare minimum. And if you announce this event, I love that. I think that it's great to highlight VTubers. People deserve their time, right? But also at the same time, where's opportunities for everybody else, right? You know, through this ad, I think this is a great ad. It's showing off some good indies. corpos, bigger VTubers, smaller VTubers. This is a decent ad. It really, really is, but we don't care about the ad. We want actual help and actual support in our content creator careers. It's your website. You have to take responsibility for it. Oh, I mean, good, nice stuff. Ooh, a piece of candy, but bro, I don't want a piece of candy. I want some substance, you know? I want a full fucking meal. So stop feeding me candy and shiny toys. Like, give me some results here, you know? And it's not like, I feel like the general majority of people maybe are not as understanding as they should be. And I will give them credit that unfortunately, when things happen, people put the pitchforks up, right? But how much longer can we sit around in good faith and continue to watch these bad things happen and not say, okay, look, something needs to change, you know? I get it. Stuff is hard. It's tough to make change in a timely manner and to make these big changes, but how long are we going to have to wait? How long are we have to go without communication? Like, bro, I just want the teeny tiniest bit of stuff and we would all be happy. Just something, dude. Just something. Throw me a bone, bro. Let me talk. Like, I hate talking so much shit about Twitch. Throw me a bone, Twitch. Give me something good to work with. As a newscaster, I'm fucking begging you. Give me something good, dude. Give me a good change. Let me say something nice about you for once. I really just hate doing this all the time, dude. It sucks. Yeah, I hate to be such a downer, but Jesus, man, like, this is not what we want. We don't want this shiny piece of candy.
Is now promoting VTuber roughly around the time when Hololive is about to stream on here. This is just disingenuous because where was the fucking promo before? And they need to stop glossing over the bigger issue.
Thank you, Elara, in your random voice there. Like, I mean, I understand you have to deal with a HoloLive, and it's fine, right? I don't want to say it's disingenuous because it's before, because I mean, it's a good ad and they did put it out and I think it's fine, but I just want a fucking meal, dude. I'm tired of the pieces of candy. Give me something to work with, you know? That's all I want. I don't know how many voices she has. She has too many voices, bro. She just like randomly like throws shit out there. I'm like, bro, where did you get this from? Like, you know what I mean? I didn't even know she had like those voices in her repertoire. So, but chat, there you go. What? I want to ask you all, what do you think about that Cha-Cha Chilla stuff? Everybody that was here, what are your thoughts about it? Because my lord, what a crazy situation. It just kept getting worse and 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 worse. I mean, holy shit, chat. Absolutely crazy. I'm just like, it's been a long time since I've looked at something and been like, good lord, dude. It just, I don't even know what to say, you know? I don't even know what to say anymore at that point. So, Epic Family need an extended vacation. I agree. Yeah, they need to step away. I agree with you. That would probably be their best choice right now. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. Let's feel hope again. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, hopefully we can have a chill lead up to the weekend and it won't be so bad. So, we'll find out what happens. All right, chat, I'm going to let you decide who we raid today. Who we raiding? Yeah, give me your suggestions. Who we raiding today? Need to take a chill up. I really need to go out the internet. Yep, just get help. At that point, you crossed the line. I mean, I'm not here to, like, diagnose or anything. That's not my job, and I would never do that. I'm not pulling an evil toaster, but I think it's clear that you need to step away and, you know, try to invest with somebody that can actually help you, you know? Is anybody streaming that was part of this situation earlier, chat? Yeah, is anybody streaming that was part of that? Any of the SVA talents? I don't think so. I don't see any. At the moment, yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Yeah, I don't think anybody's streaming it. Oh, Rosie was in the event. I mean, we do love Rosie. All right, you know, we'll raid, blah, blah, blah. We'll raid Rosie. Hey, raid Rosie 5 times fast, chat.
Dang.
Yeah, say it 5 times fast.
Well, that's good to know. He looks
All right, my loves. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all as always. Thank you for a great news segment as always. And thank you for chatting and keeping it adult as always. Guys, I will see you all tomorrow. What's today? Wednesday? Oh, so tomorrow's Thursday. So we're going to be playing Fortnite with Sirach and Aya. So that'll be a good time. We're going to be playing as the K-pop Demon Hunter characters. So we're gonna be healing the Han Moon chat. It's going to be awesome. So I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Take care. Be nice to each other. Nice to each other, okay? Bye, everybody. Have a good one. See you, kitties. Bye, everybody. Take care. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. Thank you, guys. Bye, YouTube. Have a good one, kitties.